light kick was very fortunate.
Sure.
Because even I didn't know what side he was going to land, to be honest with you. So.
Oh, good work, dude. All right.
Hey, this is why we're the backup dancers. He's got the game plan.
I mean, of course. Right, yeah.
He's got the game plan. I also think what's helping him as well is when he perfect carries a heavy. Because when you perfect carry, the limits them for a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
I'd say a couple of minutes. He's going to jump around this again. There we go. Almost burnt out is Mr. Crimson. Can he take advantage of that, though?
He's trying to get away. Not for long. Burned out, even.
Chase him. Yeah, no, he's free. This is free.
This is a really bad spot here for Crimson. All the way to the corner.
Stun him.
Yes, here it comes. He took the hit. He took the hit again. That means you're not going to get wall splat. But he took so much damage to try to avoid getting wall splat that this one might kill.
Spend it, all of it. Spend the level 1. And he's going to do level 2 instead because he said, I'm not taking any chances. And the last hit of the charge cannon, or spiral arrow, I should say, takes that round here. Lionheart.
That was like worst case scenario for Crimson. Taking those hits, understandable. It means you're not going to get splat, but then still getting splat. That was most of his life that he lost in that series.
Flame. The roundhouse as well. That takes off the most drive. Gauge and that's still.
You know what? That would have been a sick conversion, but shout out to Crimson for keeping his eye open there.
Yeah, you want to risk it. Almost got the jump roundhouse here for the back medium punch, feet to it. There is an anti-air from frame 8, I believe it is. Here we go. Getting as close to the danger zone as possible here. And he's not going to be overzealous. Just play it safe from this point out. Yeah, not much that Lionheart can do. It's got to be a lucky jump at this point.
Well, guess what?
Don't know if you noticed.
Burned out as well.
Oh my God, he done him again.
Not again.
Oh, he's done. Mate, he's done. David, he's done. What the hell is going on?
He will build a bar.
What on earth is going on?
Lionheart is 2-0 up on Crimson in set 1, and the lucky jump came. And in both of those rounds, I mean, it's not just a lucky jump. I don't want to say that that's it. Crimson put himself towards burnout in both of those rounds. Capitalizing hugely after that was Lionheart. In the first round, Lionheart got a lot of extra damage because of how defensive choices were made by Mr. Crimson's. I don't know.
I will say the first jump was lucky. The second jump was scripted. Yes. No.
I've seen him play Luke. I just am surprised that he needs to do it, is all I want to say. I've seen him have a strong Luke. I know he's played other characters in this game and previously, but to get knocked off with the Dawson, nevertheless, is incredible.
He must have had this idea from when he was waiting. Because he said, like, that was a 3-1, but that must have been a close 3-1. So I don't want to, like, bank on that again. And he might be very unfamiliar with his Luke style here, Lionheart.
Dude, we just saw Lionheart 3-1 against a top-tier Luke player in Kusanagi. But here's Crimson.
Somebody forced Crimson's hand to go off the Yoga Master. Is this the answer? Hopefully, maybe Crimson will join the Ministry of Propaganda. Who knows? Nice swoop on it.
Yeah, he's there for a while, but whiffs.
All right, just backs away at the moment here. Drive rush cancel from the light. I'm not sure if that was a legit frame trap there from the light conversion, but double dash misses his grab because he got it a bit too early there. Roundhouse is away with malicious intent. Dude, Lionheart is playing with a purpose.
Back into the corner. So despite all of that, and honestly, he has played great. He's stuck now. No, not for long.
The thing is,
funky little series is putting in here too.
But what I like about it, because, and he's going to take the round with the level 3. Yes, he will do so, and he's going to put him at reset point here. So because Luke isn't his main, he's going to be more patient in defensive scenarios because it's not Dalson. Oh, okay, I know it's a jab.
I understand.
So because it's not the character, I'm not saying he doesn't know what to do with Luke. He's just going to be a bit more rigid.
Yeah, that is a very common thing to see. Somebody has a backup, they may feel a little bit less confident in some aspects of the game.
So she's in, and that didn't punish counter. Okay, that worked out for you, but Crouch Fist takes it. Lionheart needs another dive kick or a jump, I think. And he doesn't do that instead. He goes for the third option.
Waited out, yeah.
And
oh,
he
you got baited, yes!
Drive rush in. Oh, dude, you could have got way more damage. You had so much time.
I'm thinking back to some of the drops that he had in their previous set in Winner's side. That said, right back into its line.
He's burning
himself out and no super.
That's fine. This is
so he's going to hope to kill on this.
And then that's it. Legitimate string here. And then, yeah. Good interruption there from Crimson.
Oh, boy.
And because if he hits him first, Crimson will recover before Lionheart does.
Okay, that's the recovery.
Don't make this obvious. He's stunned. He stunned him, mate.
He just built it!
He
just built it! By pixels is when he built it, and Lionheart will actually reset the bracket versus Mr. Crimson.
Now,
not only knocked him off of Dalsum, but knocked him into losers effectively as well.
I think it was episode 3. It might have been episode 3. I can't remember what episode it was. Kusanagi did that in one of our SFL episodes. And I said, did you press the button before your gaze come back? And he said, yeah. He said, hey, that's what he said. He said, no,
just in case, right? Like, it's going to come back. Yeah. Either you get hit and it doesn't matter, or you will have built the drive, and there it is.
And the thing is, the attacker never pays attention to that slither when it recovers just in time.
Jeez.
Bracket reset, ladies and gentlemen. Lionheart, and he's gone back to Dalsim.
Okay. He didn't like how the Luke went. I think that's understandable.
Similar to what Kilby did with the Cammy and the Jury, so I think he's just got to stick with Dalsim from this point onwards. And because of the position, Lionheart's in. Oh boy. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. I think we got a good one here.
3 out of 5.
Jumps in again.
Big jump timing. Hope to meet him in the sky. Not quite.
Jump Fist must cover, neutral Jump Fist must cover the float angle and throw tech as well. So I think he's kind of locked into that scenario.
Look at that. Readiness. Yes, but see some readiness on Crimson's side as well.
Pops out the flamethrower. He's trying to burn him out here.
And Lionheart trying to stay away to avoid that. He doesn't want to have to block. He doesn't need to. He's a little pickup.
Arch there as well. He's holding it. And he watch out for the grab. Oh, no. Okay, I was on the same wavelength as Lionheart. There's the back medium. Keep taking that round there for Mr. Crimson in the reset here. Oh, boy, every decision you make is going to be nail-biting. I'll tell you that much. There's a Yoga Lance. Too far for the conversion of the back medium punch, though. Okay, back dashes this time around. I usually see him buff the crouch fierce from that scenario, but he's going to medium punch instead.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how he's going to try to change his game plan up, Crimson.
Blocked.
Okay. He got a great punish for that.
To be fair, it does move her forward while it being a frame startup, so catch him again in the air. Swat him out.
Oh, it's huge.
He's got the level 2 now.
Yeah.
Gets in. There's the flame as well. Convert!
That actually could have killed him. Oh, boy. Yes! Keeping his eyes open is Mr. Crimson.
That might work out for him, though. Yes! Oh! That might work out for him because that's the round. And, that's fine.
Lionheart.
I was actually expecting something else, but that actually works out for him incredibly well. Still has the CA stocked. Let's see who gets first blood.
Trying to stay outside of Dalsum's buttons and then suddenly stab in. Classic anti-Dalsum strategy. He's making it count so beautifully.
Not going to spend it just yet. Slammed down the ground. Throw. What's he going to do to pile on the mental stack? And he's got him. I think he's going to convert. I think he's got to do the whole thing. No, he does not. Chooses not to. There's the spin knuckle. There it is. There's one.
Got him! Lionheart. In the second set is the first one to take a game. He is leading now for the first time.
I think throughout the whole time these guys have played.
2 games away from qualifying for Capcom Cup.
Back medium punch. Here we go. Dive kick. It hits, and luckily he wasn't firmly planted on the ground, so it was only an airborne scenario. Going to get the conversion to Spiral Arrow once again. And then pile on the pressure. Last minute drive impact there, and he's going to go for the teleport side.
That's an amazing reaction. Barry denied the offense immediately.
Dude, is he playing at hyper speed past the speed limit?
No.
Yeah, get a bit too passionate there, buddy. The Yogi Inferno for the 30%.
He just held it.
Oh, that worked! Okay, no,
that was
oh, that worked? What should I do there?
He walked into Mummy. Okay.
Oh, man. Okay.
Some aspects of that round there give me a little bit of pause for Lionheart moving forward here. Some slight brain farty decisions. See if Crimson can recover.
I think he's brain farts on both ends, to be honest with you. There we go. Quick spin knuckle in there again. Drive reversal. Immediately seeing the green and saying, I am not dealing with that. Facing down. Almost got the hit.
Beautiful.
Yeah, didn't want to burn himself out with the conversion, and it's not going to kill either. So gets the back throw here, and this game is looking comfortable. Mr. Crimson.
Too far.
Uh-oh.
He's in big trouble.
And you haven't got level 2 either. Threaten the stun before you stun him. Threaten it before you do it. Yep. It's a little bit more. He's massive.
Challenge to the other side, and somehow Crimson comes out of this with the game 1-1.
This is insane.
Cutting
I
off
never
the screen.
expected this.
No, amazing play. That's the safe spot.
Sweet spot indeed. Ooh, okay. Almost burnt out in the process though. Drive gauge in the amber. That's why he's moving away and being a little bit hesitant. Looking near the corner, so you might be doing Mr. Crimson a huge favor until that cannon spike connected.
Interesting little buffer.
Almost. Yoga Comet, the angle that Yoga Comet covers is actually pretty good. Yoga Fire gets out of there. Here we go.
Yeah, that's Crimson keeping his eye on things. Trying it out on offense.
What a time to jump away.
Really, back fierce works there.
Blocks. And that will be the round for Mr. Crimson. Putting things back in his favor. Even the tide in Dalsim's favor. Trying to go 2-1 on this grand final reset here. That was definitely not catching that roundhouse. He probably thought it was another limb instead for the knockdown.
Too far. Crimson will take advantage. Go back to stage control.
Good trade. Gonna teleport away again as well. Good parry on the jump fierce as well, but Lionheart is having real difficulty getting back in now. Much different from the previous set. Gets an accidental back throw, we'll take it.
No punish. Here's Lionheart. Crimson has level 3. And okay, Lionheart did not just move away. I thought he would. Maybe that's why he went in. Crimson, though, was still keeping his eye on it.
No hooligan yet either. As soon as he... Oh, okay. Done the hooligan dive kick. Good grab, though. Gets another grab in there.
He just needs a hit. Same thing for Crimson. Crimson escapes. He's going to try it up close.
Got to deal with it. You've got to deal with it. And he does a throw tech instead. No level 3 here for Lionheart either. So he's going to have to... If he does get a clean hit...
There it is.
He's in there. And reset. Oh, and he's out of there.
Yeah. He just wants to be nowhere near her. Grab, is it enough? Yes. Crimson, 2-1.
What does Lionheart do at this point? Has he exhausted all the options? I don't know.
It felt like he was playing so fast at the beginning of this set, and it has been slowed down.
You're telling me Dalsim installed speed gun or something?
It seems like it.
All right, back throw. Okay. Sometimes when you do cycle through your options, if I guess wrong, eventually I'll guess right. We'll land on the same option.
Spent drive rush to try to move forward. Unfortunately, in the process, burned himself out, and that meant that Crimson can make this happen. He will be at match point and tournament point after this.
People they underestimate this tool. His drive impact as a footsie tool when you're in burnout is probably one of the strongest tools he actually has. Tool set. What a conversion. He has to go for the side swap.
Sick. Yeah. Wow.
Position
oh, got him!
here.
Right up post. Only down strong, nothing else.
Button press.
Boy, that could have been huge.
Smack point here. Nice delay as well to see what Lionheart does. I think he's run out of steam here, David.
It does seem that way.
Yeah. Oh, wow, and it still worked. I'm not sure what Yoga Flame that was, but... Delays it. Another tick throw there for Mr. Crimson.
Crimson looking in control.
I think that's it. That's it. He's qualified for the cup. Merciless Yoga is actually going to book his place at Capcom Cup 10 there. Mr. Crimson, your France, Spain, and Portugal CPT champion.
Happy holidays and welcome to a brand new episode of No Neutral. I am one of your hosts, Big Hollywood Raw TV, and I am joined with the people's champ, my brother, Brian F. What's up, bro?
I am doing real good. I'm getting in the spirit in more ways than one because, you know, it's almost that time. No, I'm not talking about the holidays. I'm talking about Capcom Cup. We are nearing the end of the CPT season, the very first season for Street Fighter 6. We have 41 out of the 48 qualifiers already decided with some electrifying Street Fighter 6 action. And we just finished one of the big events. We got another big one coming up. So, Rob, I think we got to get into it. We got to recap what's going on here. Some big Street Fighter 6 action going down.
Okay, yes. France was absolutely ridiculous, as we would expect it to be, bro. So, I would say, of course, we know who won over there, Mr. Crimson, but saying, of course, would not be given enough credit to just how strong that region is and how ridiculous they all pulled up. It wasn't even just the guys that you would expect. Like, of course, we saw Killju have a great run out there. We saw A.K.I have a great run, but players that strong did not even make top 3. That's ridiculous. Were you surprised by that at all?
Yeah, I think you're underselling it even with that description right there. I feel like this top 8 was one of the most unpredictable top 8s we've ever seen. I mean, we know that France is one of the strongest regions in the FGC. We've been making that argument for so long now that France has been on the come up, especially since late season Street Fighter V. We've been really impressed with the players, new talent like Kills You's come out on the scene and made huge waves in the international scene as well. But this top 8, man, we got players like RMK Fast with this Blanca. Kills You was in there, of course, what we expected. Shakz, you know, a world-class player in other games, showed up in that top 8. And I was like, wait a minute, is that Shakz? I had to like double check that was the same guy. So yeah, lots of new players. Not new to the fighting game scene, but new to this level of CPT action for this region. We're making big waves in this top 8, and the biggest surprise of them all. Let's talk about that grand finals. Lionheart in second place.
Yo, Lionheart
was the least expected result I could have called, and he was doing work.
Who did Lionheart beat on winner's side? The first match of top 8 again.
So Lionheart gets into the finals by beating Joxero, and then once he's in semifinals, top 8, 3-1 over Kills You.
Yes, bro. I'm like, hold on, what's going on here? This did not match the scouting report. Like, and I know, Brian, you had looked into like some results prior to this, and it wasn't like you wouldn't predict him performing this well based off of him.
No, you wouldn't. I mean, Lionheart had some good results, some mixed bag results, right? He wasn't having consistent top 8 finishes, but this weekend, man,
he's so good.
Like that 3-1 over Kills You, that's dominant. Kills You is one of those players we mentioned. He qualified for Capcom Cup previously. He's really that guy. He almost took out Daigo at EVO 2022, right? So he's shown results before, and to come out and beat Kills You in a Cammy jury matchup like that, you know, pretty ground game footsies based matchup. Super strong result. And then of course he goes into winners finals versus Mr. Crimson, and Mr. Crimson, he's the final boss, right? Valmaster, he stayed true to his heart. You know, we talked to him in the interview. We're like, were you going to enter this bracket and potentially gatekeep people after you won the World Warrior regional finals? And he said, you know what, my heart's not going to be in it, so he decided to stay out of it. So after you got Valmaster, the other final boss is Mr. Crimson. Mr. Crimson does his thing. He beats Lionheart 3-1, but Lionheart fights his way back in the grand finals.
Yeah, on losers final, he goes up against Kusanagi, and of course this is French, so there's more than one godlike Kusanagi player in the world of Street Fighter. Even though it jars my brain, shout out to Kusanagi from Mexico as well. But this Kusanagi, of course, Luke player, he went crazy this whole tournament too. And then losers finals, Lionheart beats him. Dog, when I tell you, my man's went in there in grand finals and won 4 straight games. After the first 2 games, he won so convincingly against Mr. Crimson that Crimson switched off of Dawson and switched over to Luke, which I had 0% faith in. I'm like, oh, okay, this is. You didn't.
No offense to Mr. Crimson.
No.
I've seen him swap off Dawson before in person, also back at EVO 22 off stream, and it didn't work out then either.
No.
So yeah, when Mr. Crimson is forced to switch off Dawson, you know that player is cooking up something ferocious.
And I like the play. I like the play because I feel like when you know how it is, bro. You're on grand finals winner side. You're down 0-2 anyway. I have extra set to work with, so let me just try it just in case.
In some ways, you're preventing them from getting more data on you as like the Dawson player, as the person who plays the more underrepresented character. You're also kind of denying them more matchup experience. There is a bit of a like, do I really give it my all right now when I'm giving them more ammunition to use?
And we're probably going to play another set anyway.
Right. Or do I swap to my secondary and potentially I find a weakness that I can exploit and get 3 quick wins without, you know, really planning to go with the strategy in the first place, right? So I kind of respect the switch because even if you lose, it's honestly a good time to throw in the towel and mentally reset. But yeah, Lionheart, he cooked. And then he continued to cook for a little bit in that second set as well.
Yeah, he ended up winning the next game in the second set of grand finals. So he won 4 games straight. I'm like, is this really about to happen? Like, this is... And I was terrified for Mr. Crimson, too, because you got to remember, Mr. Crimson made it to grand finals of World Warrior, I want to say, and lost. And was on winner's side.
He was reset as well after being
and lost 6-0.
Yes.
So then he was down 4-0.
He's like, not again. Yeah, there's a certain, and these events are pretty close to each other. Like some regions have their regional finals and CPT premieres very spread out. France kind of had them kind of close together. So mentally, Crimson's got to be in that place like, oh no, it's happening again. Like to be able to pull yourself out of that pit and be like, wait, no, I'm that guy. I am the Dawson extraordinaire. Let me, rise to the occasion here. It takes you have to pull yourself up by the bootstraps in that moment. And,
and he did it.
It was time.
My man popped out and showed us why he is, bro. We remember at some point Street Fighter 5 near the end, for a while he was the best player in the world, or at least top 2 in the world. It was no question. Red Bull Kumite champion, you name it, man. I mean, great top 8 Evo performances, everything. Body and stuff at Street Fighter League. And then now, of course, he is back in Capcom Cup. So I'm super happy to see that. So again, congratulations on making Cup, and France put on a show. That was phenomenal. And now what we have coming up is, of course, UK and Ireland. All right, man, it's time for some more big dogs to throw hands, Brian. Okay? First and foremost, I'm going to put this out on the table. I was down there in Dominican Republic, Brian. If you understand that, I was down there and I saw something. I saw the re-emergence, the reawakening, the rise from the ashes my man's, the Phoenix, my man's Problem X. He is back. And it's gonna be tough to stop him. He wants to get in the Capcom Cup. As soon as they announced that $1 million, I was standing right next to Problem X. He just now got done complaining about something and downplaying his character in 5. You know what I mean? He just got done doing something like that. As soon as he had that money, he said, I'm winning that $1 million, bro. I don't care what I gotta do. I'm winning that. You know what I'm saying? He let it be known. And now I think that he has to be one of the favorites, bro.
Absolutely. And it's interesting. I feel like, okay, the 2 titans right now in late game Street Fighter 5 from the UK were Problem X and, of course, EndingWalker, who was the #1 player from the UK, one of the best in the world. He ended 4th, I believe, at Capcom Cup 2022 at the very end. Prodigy coming out of nowhere, winning every World Warrior event, winning the regional finals, winning all of the World Warrior events for Street Fighter 6 as well, except for the one he didn't remember to sign up for. But in the international scene, in the larger competition, EndingWalker as well, I feel like was kind of a little bit slow to ramp up to his same elite level. Like in the beginning, he was dropping early out of some of these major events. He went to the LCQ for Red Bull Kumite. He didn't quite qualify. I mean, he had to run into Kakadu to make it into the final event. So that's tough competition.
Yeah.
But also, even at the event you were at in Dominican Republic, he also kind of had some not the same dominant performance that you might have expected.
Oh, but he played good.
He played amazing. But
his DJ is crazy.
Exactly. That was the beginning of him transitioning to that DJ, picking up some new strategies. He was playing primarily Ryu and even Honda before then, a lot of Honda. So some kind of off-meta characters. Now he's like, wait a minute, maybe DJ is the way for me. So I feel like both Problem X and EndingWalker are due to peak at this time in the late season of Street Fighter 6 here. And we have the UK and Ireland CPT to see their first showing. And then the action keeps going. They're going to have also the regional finals soon after this as well.
Oh, you're right. They don't have theirs yet.
Qualified from this region whatsoever. There's 2 people who can qualify, 2 spots open. Those spots are going to go very, very soon. So those are the 2 titans leading the way. And of course, there's so many other contenders. Broski, who's the #2 in the regional finals, switched from JP to Aki now. Players like Hurricane, who's consistently cooking. Like, there's
it's tough to call. It's one of the most hype
out there.
And I want to make sure people know, bro, because I think some people might not know this dope storyline. Like, Problem X and EndingWalker are each other's primary training partner. But not just that. Like, Problem X is like a mentor to EndingWalker. Like, seriously. They will even, when we're out at an event or something like that, like at dinner or something like that at one of these shows, bro, they were like Problem would debate so hard with EndingWalker about, like, whether or not he should switch off of Ryu back at that time and pick a top tier character. He's trying to tell him, and I mean, I'm arguing with Problem and everything. I'm like, man, you gotta let him do his process and all this other stuff. But Problem is like, yo, I've already been through this, and I'm trying to show you so that you don't have to go through what I went through. And now, finally, EndingWalker embraced the Dark Head-O and went and picked up DJ.
And we saw that DJ have results at UFA. He actually got to grand finals of UFA where Mr. Crimson managed to close it out. But UFA, 500-plus man tournament, a bit huge major in the Europe region, and EndingWalker's there in grand finals. Return to form. He was the 2022 UFA champion. Let's remember that.
Oh, you're right. That's the
was his
walk-off.
first international showing. Yeah, his first international showing where he beat the best in the world and he didn't know what to do with himself, right?
Yeah.
So he looked a bit more comfortable on that grand final stage. Didn't manage to get it back to back. That would have been amazing, but he's back in that position. So he's primed and ready to play.
And I love
his scared for anyone in his way.
His take on DJ is different than most players, bro. He plays DJ just like, yes, it's so aggressive and it's conscious. He believes that the risk reward when it comes to this character, like he thinks the character is built to do that. And you know what? There's something to be said about that because they didn't design that character with sway and the fake up kick and all this type of stuff for no reason. For all these feints and whatnot. If you look at his archetype, at least officially on the game, it says tricky if I'm not mistaken. And in the walk, and then he has all of that damage. So, he doesn't play him at all like a Shien or Mono or somebody who's more conventional. And I actually think that makes it so that no matter who may be stronger, and I don't know who I would say is even stronger regardless, but you would rather in tournament probably play against one of them than EndingWalker.
Of course.
Because any given day, you just don't know.
Of course. EndingWalker has always embodied that offensive style. He sometimes makes you feel stupid. He's one of those players whose offense, if you don't give it the respect it deserves, you might say this is dumb. And he's made some of the best on the planet look silly. Like I still remember him doing 15 flickers in a row in Fudo, and that was like the legit strategy, and he cooked Fudo doing that. So EndingWalker knows how to make things look dumb, but that's because it's his genius that allows him to do that, right? So he's going to bring those strategies to this event. Who's going to take it? Who's going to qualify to the top 16? I'm not sure.
But we are about to find out, Brian. That's the beautiful thing about these days. Right now, we have one of the best regions in the world, and of course, one of the most exciting ones to watch. We done hyped up some of the players. Who is it going to be? It is time for top 16 of CPT UK Ireland.
Time to work, time to work. When inhaled, coriamyrtin blocks the gamma-aminobutyric acid receptors in the central nervous system, causing spasmodic muscle contractions.
Master, it's a work of art! It's perfect!
What to do with you now? So, shall we put him out of his misery? Time for some experimentation. I bet poison would work wonders on you. I wouldn't move if I were you. Poison's on the menu. I'm finished with you. So infantile. I have you. It's over. My arm's dead. Let's do now. Here, there, then here, and... My magnum opus! Is my poison kicking in?
Street Fighter 6.
You're really making all of this by hand.
Oh yeah. The avocados are hand mashed, the chips are hand tossed, and everything is made fresh.
You make it fresh every day.
Yes, every day. The Chipotle way is we make it fresh every day.
Sounds delicious.
Street Fighter 6.
He was obsessed, you see, with finding an appropriate vessel for this power.
Fight with all your heart!
We are supporting Capcom Cup 10 with a total prize pool of over $2 million.
It's showtime, baby! Guano takes it over Idol!
Alright, you ready?
You don't want to miss it! Let him go! Look at the damage! Look at that damage!
Now's not the time for jokes.
Your two-time Capcom Cup champion! It's Mena RD!
So many competitors have been determined for Capcom Cup 10 coming up, and we are going to find out this weekend one more competitor that is going to qualify for Capcom Cup, this time from UK or Ireland. Hello, everybody. My name is James Chen, and I am joined by, from over the pond, Mr. Hollywood Jammers. How you doing?
See, now you've already started a joke. And the funny thing is, me and James were always commentating online together. Shouts to the PlayStation events that we used to do. And you always used to live my background. It's not there anymore. We're actually in person now. So
yeah, I mean, your fake green screened background,
all
right?
right, James. You don't need to tell him it's fake, all right? Like, I tell you what, I worked hard to design that background really well. But hey, no, we're here for the UK and Ireland CBT. I've been talking about this one for a little while, and you guys do not want to miss this one. There's always plenty of things to talk about on social media regarding the UK and Ireland CPT. A couple of upsets, like James has discussed moments ago, have already happened. Maybe there's a couple more upsets on the way. But no, taking you for a ride here. Obviously, I was here with David, and he loves watching that region as well. He loves watching the European region as well. So now I get to hear your first-hand opinion on when you get to see some of these players that show up on screen there. But I mean, we can actually take a look at the top 16 bracket. Can we do that right now? Perfect. Sweet.
Yeah, and you know what the craziest thing about it is? Everyone's questions. I mean, we don't see the loser side yet, but this is the question that you'll see as soon as you get to the loser side is, where are Problem X and Hurricane?
Dude, I had the pleasure of staying up at 4 in the morning. Boy, did I have an adventure coming here. Yeah, I stayed up at 4 in the morning, looked at the brackets, checked out some of the replays as much as I possibly can, and there were some surprise results, to my knowledge anyway. But the guys we see here in the top 16, no surprise, these are some of the strongest guys you'll see in the UK right now. EndingWalker and RainPro. EndingWalker should be the #1 seed in the UK. RainPro, he's visiting the UK, but he's in the UK because he's studying there. So he's actually eligible to enter this tournament. He wasn't allowed in the World Warrior, but he's more than entitled to enter this one.
Okay.
Then you got MysticSmash. You see him part of SFL going up against Shakz. They're on two different teams. MysticSmash represent Team Mouse, Problem X's team, and Shakz on Team Wolves. Shouts to Team Wolves. Got Broski, the lone A.K.I player in the region.
Got A.K.I representation in top 16. Let's go.
And listen, let's see how far he can go. But he's actually had the privilege of fighting his worst matchup, or one of the worst matchups. For A.K.I there in the Ken.
Literally, I saw Broski and Muscle Noob play each other online, like, I think last night. So didn't go well for A.K.I.
Look, maybe he's got a plan, but we'll cross that bridge and discuss it when we come to it. And of course, we've got Lex, another player that's invaded the UK. Funny enough, it's these Dial players that keep invading us. And he's going to go up against 4 Phils. Now, I spoke to Rob TV in the back about this, and Brian F has made a very strong argument about this as well. JP versus Guile. I don't want to spoil the surprise. We'll wait, because I had to do a lot of extensive studying for this, because there's a cognitive dissonance happening right now. I think that's the best way to describe it. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And if we drop down to the loser side as well, this is where James alluded to moments ago. You don't see any Problem X. You don't see any Hurricane. Those guys did get beaten in polls. In fact, we do have Pingutaro. Pretty competent JP player from what I've seen thus far. We'll talk about it when we get to it. Vega Champ, a name I'm highly unfamiliar with, but I know he plays Jamie. And he beat Hurricane to get to this point here.
I mean, again, it's just when you want practice against that character, how many players do you have to get? Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Well, if Bolt Strike's not lamenting about the character, he is playing the video game. I can assure you that. He does have fun playing Street Fighter 6. We've also got Launch down there. He's the person that knocks Problem X out of the bracket there. Launch going up against Guild Suleiman. So I'll talk about Suleiman because he actually was the only player that had to fight through Spot and SFL. So we were part of a show together. We're actually on a British TV channel. Literally playing Street Fighter 6, and he had to actually fight his way to earn his spot.
But he's not going to be the only Kimberly here, right? Because MysticSmash was playing Kimberly as well.
That is correct. And we do have Aris Mania. I believe he is from Scotland. I could be wrong. Someone do correct me on that. Aris Mania is using Chun-Li. Formidable Chun-Li as well from what I've seen. He's going to go up against Joker Joke, sponsored by Guild as well. The captain of Guild. Shouts to Joker Jokes. He's definitely deserved the position he's in right now. Of course, our last match of round 1 top 16 will be Shivs going up against Mopple Lappa. So this is... It's not a surprising top 16 outside of 1 or 2 names. Right. Like we said, Problem X and Hurricane are not in this top 16, but everybody else, it makes so much sense. James, the names that you're unfamiliar with, I think when you watch them play, it's like, okay, like I kind of get it because we've had a couple of players, and they are in this top 16 bracket, we've had a couple of players where they were actually late bloomers in SF5. So they started to take the, SF5 seriously in Champion Edition. And what happens when you learn a game late and you're pretty good, right? You hit the ground running in the next title. And that's what I think some of these guys
the same battle designers too, right? And a lot of the frame data concepts are still there. And so, yeah, that definitely helps a lot. And it's cool to see. Again, Street Fighter 6 has done such a great job bringing the old players back and the new players, you know, together.
Yes.
You know, if you guys haven't been watching SFL, I've been telling jammers all before the broadcast, SFL EU has been a joy to watch. And
thank you,
you and F-Word have been killing it.
You see that F-Word? He gave you a compliment.
You guys have been doing a great job there. But, I mean, honestly, you see the players over there, and it's really exciting to watch. So, honestly, if you guys have a chance, please do check that out.
Like you mentioned, it brings new talent and old talent together. I'll also tell you what happens.
I wanted to mention, like, Valmaster being another one, like the old school players coming back and
good
such.
thing. I like that. You brought that up. Shouts to Valmaster. But none of it says bringing old and new talent together. I'll tell you what also competitive Street Fighter brings us. It brings you money, right? And we got to talk about this prize pooling here real quick. You see it here. Again, same old format. The top 4 are earning some prize pool here, with first place being awarded $2,500 and fourth place being awarded $500. So it's good prize money for all the guys here. Obviously, when you're in the winners final of the bracket tomorrow, you're guaranteed $800. So you'll be sitting pretty there. And do not forget as well, I will repeat this throughout the broadcast today, our UK World War Regional Final has not happened yet. It will be happening in early January 2024. So whoever doesn't make it here, and if you're in the regional final, it does. It can help you there as well. But this prize money, it actually leads towards a way bigger prize pool. James, if we go back to when you were younger, did you ever think playing Street Fighter 2 Turbo would lead to a Street Fighter game awarding $2 million?
So when Capcom versus SNK 1 came out, very first Southern Hills Golfland tournament, I got second place in this tournament. To one Mr. Alex Vi.
Hey, shouts to Alex.
And I think I got around it was somewhere like $30 to $50 for second place. And
so drinks were on you.
I was like, I'm rich. I treated my friends to dinner and everything. It was so amazing, you know. And honestly, I've said this to many people. I would have sworn by the time we could win $1 million in a fighting game that I would have long expired from old age, you know?
It's here, James. It's here and now. You're still around. You need to witness it firsthand there. But we'll talk about the Capcom Cup dates when we get to that point here. But yes, that is the prizing we're going to be getting with these matches underway. So our first match we should be setting up. Now, there's been a lot of talk about this one. We spoke to the production team in the back. And this could be a decider of the tournament. I know that's a bit of a stretch to kick things off. This is a great way to kick off the day, by the way. EndingWalker going up against RainPro, but you could be seeing the winner of the tournament here.
This is like 2 of the favorites in here. I mean, honestly, 2 of the players that a lot of people are expecting to get really far. It's unfortunate they have to run into each other right away. But, you know, again, EndingWalker, you had talked about, you know, the late bloomers in Street Fighter 5 and how they kind of get a running start here. EndingWalker is a great example, but it's not even just that, too. I mean, the way that EndingWalker approaches fighting games And the way that he talks about fighting games, I mean, he seems mature, much more mature beyond his age. And it's
100%.
It's really, really fascinating to see how he continues to grow, even though he's only been playing fighting games for a short period of time. And I do believe we have his thoughts on this match. So let's see what EndingWalker has to say about going up against RainPro.
RainPro is a super strong player, and I'm probably going to have to mash Paralot to win this. Good luck. No, do you know what? I respect it, because if there's... We have a couple of players in Europe where their perfect parry timings, or at least their perfect parry usage, is phenomenal. EndingWalker is one of them. Random's another player. Shouts to Random. Funnily enough, EndingWalker's opponent, RainPro's actually been getting a lot better at perfect parry times as well. So you might see a lot of empty jump throw. You might see a lot of drive rush throw from either player here. We'll see that. But, you know, just to kind of just go through things, right? EndingWalker, he won Red Line Fight. I think it was Fight Strict. No, Red Line Fight number 5 in Italy earlier this year. Shouts to the guys that put that on in Italy. Second at UFA, only losing to Mr. Crimson. That video's got nearly 200,000 views on YouTube on the Reversal challenge.
Okay.
That's how crazy Mr. Crimson and EndingWalker's like profiles are on social media. 7th at Blink Respawn. 4th at CPT Offline. 49th at CPT Offline France. So EndingWalker's been traveling, getting the results in, and obviously he's been switching characters with the DJ now. RainPro, he got 2nd place at EGX earlier this year, 1st place at a tournament series that SML are doing to send a player out to the LCQ for Capcom Cup. So these two are going to be going back and forth.
I do appreciate RainPro going with that costume 3 here. Got the new costume in play. It's actually really cool to see some new skins for the characters here. But yeah, the interesting thing, obviously, EndingWalker starting with Ryu, and obviously his Ryu is really strong. But you know, DJ Ken considered stronger characters. I know that those are two whoa!
Nice pick up there with a medium sober. Already trapped RainPro in the corner here. Now RainPro is almost in burnout, but he won't be afraid to flash kick himself in burnout if he needs to. But that should be the round, James.
Counter, yeah, especially because he's burned out. I wonder how. Oh yeah, I guess EndingWalker can get the kill. Okay, there you go.
And it wasn't even the final hit. It was 2 hits prior from the machine gun upper that took it away here. But yeah, perfect parry is going to play a huge part here. I do think, yeah, because DJ's anti-projectile tools are only level 2 and they're juggling that, right? So if RainPro can kind of mitigate the amount of risky sonic booms he throws out, because you want to make sure Guile feels unsafe throwing out the sonic booms, as well as not make himself too predictable.
Oh, there's one right there. There's the perfect parry we see, and gets the back throw into the corner here. Another one!
I told you, it might just be the battle of perfect parries between these two.
I mean, EndingWalker basically giving away his strategy in the quote, and it is going really... Oh, no, level 3. He's going to save it for now. He wants to make sure it kills. I'm surprised.
Slashes in there.
Oh, this is going to be big for RainPro. Level 1, can that finish the job? And it is.
Good stuff here. It will be a back and forth, and having that meter advantage, especially the super meter advantage, especially for Guile, will be a huge factor here, I feel, in this matchup. Now, here's the thing. If he can't throw sonic booms, he's going to have to play up close, because the perfect parry timings of both the players is majestic. Oh. And you saw it there, right?
Yeah. And that's kind of an option select as well. It's hard to visually confirm if you perfect parry a projectile, but you just go for the parry and hit the button afterwards, and EndingWalker's done it twice already now. Ooh, that was supposed to be up kicks. Might not have been charged in time.
They get the perfect parry there on the knee hop, but didn't quite work out. Gets the Guile high kick, gets the flash kick, acting full screen. Had a perfect parry that EX air slasher, but to no avail. Nice crouch fierce. Gets that nice and early. The moment you see him jump, just do your anti-air, because he's probably not going to do a regular jump, DJ. So.
Yeah.
Oh, he can. Yes. That's not going to be the round. However, it's going to put RainPro in a pretty damn good spot. I think he might set up a blade. I don't think he's going to do it,
actually just goes for the sonic boom here, so EndingWalker's got to find his way in.
So that knockdown here, trying to get another perfect parry to open things up, gets a throw, and that will close it out there for RainPro in game 1. Remember, this is only first to 2. It's not first to 3 territory.
Okay, I was just about to ask.
No, so it's top 16, so first to 2.
Do you think that, I was about to ask, you know, do you think that EndingWalker might actually try to change characters, maybe go to a Ryu and play a more hardcore fireball game, but he's going to stick with the DJ, it looks like.
Well, RainPro sticking to that flash kick strategy on defense. He's not afraid to do that. And Guile's very good at doing that, right? Like when he see, yeah, look, he's just, I told you, he's not afraid to do his flash kick. If it means he gets you off him and he burns himself out in the process, he'll comfortably do that.
Wow, did you see RainPro going with that crouching light kick after eating the heavy Sobat? He had no fear right there. I mean, he's minus in that situation and still hitting that crouching light kick, maybe suspecting a shimmy.
Dude, this is looking incredibly well for RainPro at the moment. Still air-throwing with that light punch here. Not really working out. He's been able to get in, but he hasn't been able to make RainPro super scared of the offense because he's not afraid to do flash kick. I think that's the biggest thing here.
And so far, you know, when he has managed to perfect parry the Sonic Booms, he hasn't done a ton of damage off of that either, right?
Yeah.
So RainPro, oh, what a punish counter, but not going to get anything else off of that. Oh,
Jason down.
Nice.
And he will fully convert. I think he's going to go. He tried to go for the level 3.
He got it. He got it. Yeah,
what was I telling you in the back?
Oh, but it didn't go for the full animation. He clipped with just the very edge of that. So now he's in a burnout situation. So this is a big opportunity now for EndingWalker.
Yeah, RainPro's about to get his drive gauge back, James. So I think he's fine.
Yep. So now,
happy hunting.
This is a really tough situation for EndingWalker now. He's
and there you have it. And I did say this in the back. I said drive rush throw might be a huge thing in this because of their perfect parry timing and their situational awareness towards that. And there you have it. RainPro conquers EndingWalker in the top 16 2-0, which books his place in tomorrow's top 8, where he'll be in the first to 3 territory there. So that's looking really good. Solid performance from RainPro, and I've been impressed with him as of recent, especially with his mentality and attitude towards bad matchups. Either even ones or bad ones. He's gotten really good at beating that, because he actually had to beat Hurricane to get here. And he doesn't like the matchup. And he actually beat Hurricane to get here.
And but it's really interesting. I mean, we were talking about this, you know, before the show started too, is that, you know, even JP, which used to be a bad matchup for Guile, the Guiles are starting to figure out that matchup a lot.
I still think on paper it is a torrid matchup. However, we do have the pleasure of watching Lex versus Four Fields later down the line, and boy, have I got a lot to say.
Okay, all right.
I'll be loquacious at that point. But yeah, no, honestly, I like that you pointed out that the giant, the flash kick didn't connect into the full cinematic for level 3. We got the giant flash kick instead. But notice that you saw how much meter he built in the process of getting that level 3, which is what we had a discussion about before there, which is interesting. So
combo, you build up so much meter in the combos, because I remember like in Street Fighter 5, even the meter gain was scaled after a while, and it's not as much here. So yeah, so RainPro with that Guile. And again, people have been talking about DJ a lot. DJ has been doing super well. People are now saying maybe he's up there in that top 3 as well. But, you know, Guile is just that character who's always just looming over you, you know. It's like the Guile players are glad, like you're talking about DJs and Lukes and Kens and JPs, you know,
I still hold Guile in high regard. But yeah, we will be setting up our next match here with MysticSmash going up against Shakz. So, if I'm not mistaken, Mystic did beat Problem in the winner's side, and this is where he was using Kimberly. Now, he did dab with Kimberly very early on in the lifespan of Street Fighter, but then he went to JP, and I think after Head Stomper early in, I think it was June, after that he was done with JP because he said he was bored, and then he went to DJ.
Yeah, that's what he used throughout all of SFL.
Yeah, and he committed to DJ for tournaments, online play, and you will see me using the DJ in SFL. And then as soon as I think we were done, he just played Kimberly, and I think he's just been playing Kimberly throughout, and I think he just pulled the rug from underneath Problem.
Problem might have gone in there expecting a DJ. And you know, it's interesting because I've had long conversations with MysticSmash about Lucia in Street Fighter 5. That was a character that he really wanted to play. And, you know, I talked about Lucia a lot on social media, and MysticSmash, the first time I met him in person, he was just like, you know, I just want to tell you you're right. Lucia is really bad. But, you know, Kimberly is like a very strong Lucia. I was actually surprised that's not a character he went with early on. So I'm actually kind of excited to see that that's who he's playing now.
Well, I mean, I think he does have a quote for us to say before we talk about Shakz. So let's see this quote from Mystic. I believe we do have one. So let's see it on the way here. He has said, Shakz is one of the first people I ever reached out to when getting back into Street Fighter 5. And he's a great person. I'll try to give him a run for his money. Respectful. I like it. And the thing is as well, I believe these guys did play at some point in SFL. I can't remember what week it was exactly, but I believe Mystic did take it over. Yes, Mystic did take it over Shakz week 2 of SFL episode 2.
But there would have been different characters at that point.
I mean, DJ versus Luke. I imagine that Shakz will be using the Luke as well. Now, Shakz he's incredibly consistent. He actually doesn't play online as much as people would think he does, but he goes to our offline local in central London, produced you by Fight Lab. Shouts to those guys.
Oh, okay, okay.
And he usually plays his top 3 there. You know, he's part of the World Warrior Regional Final, so you will be seeing him pretty soon as well. And then again, in competitive play, he always shows up. He has the right mindset here. And he's actually in prime position. Again, he's another player that may be one of the favorites to take the whole thing. But if he can beat MysticSmash and book his place in top 8, that means he goes up against RainPro. And he does talk, and he does play a kind of a fair bit. And he can talk to other Gal players as well if he needs the experience. He can talk to Lex as well, because he fights Lex on a regular basis. You will see Lex very soon as well. So, I mean, he's got the experience.
I'm going to be biased, obviously, as a Kimberly fan, right? As a Kimberly player. And plus, we don't have a Kimberly representative in Capcom Cup just yet.
He's right.
You know?
No, that's true.
So it'd be really cool to see if that could happen. Like I said, we have 2 chances here with Soleiman on the loser side as well. But here we go, Kimberly with the beautiful costume number 3 over here, going up against Luke. Now, this is kind of a tough matchup over here because, you know, again, while Kimberly, once she gets you in the corner, can kind of blow you up, Luke is a very dangerous character to fight against when he's cornered Kimberly, because crouching strong, standing heavy punch, they just reach so far, and Kim just does not have the range when she's cornered.
Well, that was a brilliant buffer into the sprint there, into the meaty slide, and he's already going to get a full conversion.
Right, let's see what he
into
goes for the setup here.
Oh,
doesn't go for the run? Oh, because he goes for the fuzzy instead. Nice.
Now, I've got to learn as I go along here, because I actually haven't seen enough of, and that could have been, oh no, it wasn't the round. I haven't seen enough of MysticSmash's Kimberly, because obviously there's been other things, he's been playing other games, and obviously I've been looking at other players as well, but again, when you make it this far in a bracket, you're here for a reason. Looks like the Kimberly's doing the work, but he's going to get flash knuckled to the corner here. Shakz and the level 1.
Right away, just to get out of that corner, is going to spend the other can that he has. So immediately builds it back. Nicely done right there.
And he's not being like a locomotive, right? He's not being fully aggro. He's actually like taking his damage, getting the whiff punish there, getting the conversion he needs. And it looks like he's brimming with confidence with the carrying, the Kimberly. Sorry.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dangerous things too, is that Kimberly's crouching heavy punch is a wonderful anti-air. But Luke and Ken, with their jump attacks, will eat that up. So you have to kind of hold back on your reaction.
Damage was crazy, and I love the strategical choice there from Shakz. He went straight for the burnout with the drive rush cancel to take a whole bar of drive.
Chipping him to death at this point. Actually, he does go for the drive impact. And yeah, what was MysticSmash getting? MysticSmash wouldn't have spent the level 1 there, even if he was ready for it. There just would have been no reason to do it.
It's a waste of super, it's a waste of the can, so you don't really want to do that.
Yeah, so just save it. Ooh, like I said, scary thing to do there, because like I said, Luke's jump attacks are really, really brutal. Goes for the throw. Backdash is not going to punish, but there we go, a little micro shimmy right there.
And he's going to go into Ninja Star Cypher to get the buff, and what a time to get it. Put him near burnout, get the increased movement speed and the damage buff here. He can actually put him in burnout with the fierce.
Oh,
yes, okay. That was an even better choice for him, actually. Didn't have to do too much.
Yeah, and see, there's a trade right there, so again, very fortunate. Ooh, again, the trade. But see, right now, the trade is completely in his favor. He goes for the reset.
Yes.
MysticSmash. All right.
And this is the thing, right? This is part of the meta right now. If you've got an overhead, you got to really watch out, because I tell people you might have to just start standing up during combos now, because when they do drive rush cancel, if they can identify that the overhead combo will get the rounds, they will do so. That's what MysticSmash did there. So 1-0 up to his Kimberly. Really impressed by what I'm seeing thus far.
Yeah, playing really, really well in this matchup right here. You can see the neutral. Oh, for that crouching medium kick, yeah. One of the toughest things about Kimberly is that her standing medium kick is her best poke in the neutral, but that leaves her feet vulnerable to those crouching medium kicks just because she's walking and standing so much.
He doesn't get the punish on the flash knuckle there. I'm not sure actually if that one was punishable, to be honest with you, but
oh boy. Oh wow, just goes for the level 1, trying to burn some drive gauge over there. But a back throw on Wake Up from MysticSmash.
Oh, early jump fierce there from Luke.
I think he was trying to go up for the... I think he was trying to go for the OD air throw, because I saw he burned himself out when he jumped in the air like that. So.
And I know you can't parry in the air.
Yeah. Thank goodness. Well, you know, oh man.
No, James, you wouldn't want that.
No, I don't want that. I don't want that. All right.
Chase him down, get the meaty as well. Nice backdash there from Shakz.
Yeah. No cancel on that crouching medium kick, but he didn't want to burn himself out. He only had 2 bars at that point.
Slide there as well. Misses the perfect parry on the crouching fierce attempt. I like that he tried to identify a button was coming there as well. He's in a dangerous spot here.
I think that was the medium touch. It does set up the plus 22 for the meaty overhead for Kimberly. Ow! That was a punish counter still.
He's going to build level 3, I think. Not quite. He's in there, though. He can definitely take this round there, unless that anti-air prevents him from that scenario. MysticSmash is burnt out, and this is not a very good spot for him, but he does have level 3 to work with. And as I talk about a level 3, Pale Rider will equalize this set here between Shakz and MysticSmash.
All right, so there we go. So Shakz takes game number 2, ties it up 1-1. But I do like this right now. Very, very close match between the two players. Drive rush right in there.
This is the thing, right? The anti-airs have actually been helping out MysticSmash
Yeah.
like a lot, because if you didn't get those like anti-airs, that's 50% in the corner. Your defensive options are terrible.
It's like I said, her crouching fierce is a great anti-air, and like I said, I've had it lose the loop jump attacks, but I think MysticSmash's reaction is just so fast. He can catch Shakz so high up in the air before Shakz has had. Oh, nice. There's a mix-up right there, but just goes for the delayed throw.
Slows it down. But I like how Shakz has slowed down this whole set in its entirety here. Now he's in the driving seat. Let's MysticSmash have other ideas to take this back. Gets another grab, and we're already at the corner, James.
Oh, he wasn't ready for it. We're going to get the mix-up here. Just goes for, goes for the air throw, and yep, that is Oki. You get plus frames off of that.
Oh, that could be the round. That could be the round. He's got to burn himself out. Yeah, and he's got to go for the
level
full
2
thing. Level 1?
Level 1, is that enough? Is this? Yeah, that's going to kill with the can especially. So there you go. MysticSmash match point.
He actually needed the canister to get the round there, otherwise he would have ended there. So luckily, that feature, rare footage of it actually working out.
Punish counter. What a nice drive rush. Timing. Goes for the overhead again. Catching Shakz off guard with some overhead. Oh, is he going to go for the fuzzy? No. Nice. And was able to recover in time off of that whiff throw.
Oh, time to go to work indeed. He's going to put him near burnout. He's going to threaten it with the drive gauge. He can actually do what he did before. He could do stand fierce, micro stand fierce, or drive rush cancel stand fierce again. But he's going to throw him this time instead for the mix-up.
Yeah, maybe worried about the perfect parry attempt on wake up or something. But here we go. Yep, that light vagabond edge into the throw. The classic went for the empty low. Good block by Shakz in that situation. No crouching fierces this time.
That was a very expensive like ordeal for a low. You know? Oh, the jump! James, the jump!
There it is!
Oh, man. He jumped into level 3. The fireball got him in trouble. And MysticSmash is going to book his place and go up against RainPro in tomorrow's top 8 here. What a set. Man, it's full of surprises today. It's only been 2 matches.
Hey, well, look, again, MysticSmash catching Problem X off guard, right? And defeating Problem X earlier in the tournament, and now catching Shakz a little off guard as well. So MysticSmash coming in here and doing some damage and just looking really solid, really impressive with that Kimberly.
Yeah, from start to finish, looks like he knows what he's doing. Definitely been playing this character for a little while. I like that he implemented throws really well, but again, I think you observed it at the start, is the neutral game, the patience. He was with punishing Luke's spawns, which I think you can play neutral with him. When Luke wants to play neutral with you, you actually can with punish him. He had the anti-airs on point. I think Kimberly's buttons are extremely good. I remember Diaphone, shout out to Diaphone, he did a really good guide on talking about all of Kimberly's normal attacks. They are specific for all scenarios, but in those scenarios, they all do their job pretty damn well, so they deserve a pay rise in that regard. But then Shakz was fighting back, you know? He built it up, he built up his momentum, but he slowed down MysticSmash's gameplay. And then again, a classic example, you just fell asleep at the wheel, right?
Yeah.
MysticSmash caught you off guard with the drive rush cancel into the overhead. One bad fireball can make somebody else's day.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when Luke plays the game and slows it down and kind of plays more defensively, you know, he out-normals Kimberly. The Sandblaster is just such a problem to deal with. But you jump over one Sandblaster and look at what you
Life
get,
changes,
especially when you have that level 3 stocked up right there. So yeah, that was all MysticSmash needed. He will be going up against RainPro. He'll be going up against Guile, and that is definitely a matchup that I know most Kimberly players do not like to go up against. But MysticSmash has really been kind of bucking the matchup charts right now, so you know we'll
see. Again, Street Fighter 6 is full of surprises in this year. But yeah, let us transition over to our next match.
Speaking
here.
of surprises, we've got an A.K.I in the house over here in the top 16 with Broski. We have not been seeing a lot of A.K.Is at all in the top 16. Obviously, brand new character, but a lot of people don't think that she is quite as strong. But there are players like Broski who are doing work with this character. So,
well, you're looking at two of the most consistent streamers we have in the UK, more so Europe as well. So shout outs to these guys for being consistent with their streams and providing the Street Fighter 6 content and improving it each and every day. Broski's really been elevating his YouTube channel as well. Muscle, I'm not sure about his YouTube channel, but at one point, like, he had some of the most creative ideas, I think, for a Street Fighter game, especially what we had to work with at the time, especially during the pandemic or the lockdown era. But yes, A.K.I versus Ken. This is, I've seen some of the tapes of Broski versus Angry Bird and Broski versus Phenom. It looks absolutely abysmal.
I literally saw these two playing on stream last night. I was watching Broski's channel, and he fought Muscle Noob on Ranked. And yeah, he got run over by the Ken, you know, and it's just unfortunate kind of a matchup. So.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's dying to tell us something about this matchup. We do have a quote from Broski here, so let's see what he has got to say in regards to that. I think I can win, but only if Twitch chat spams A.K.I is cool while I play. If you haven't spammed it already, get spamming, please. Also, you can also say as well.
Can we chant it here on commentary as well?
You
A.K.I
can.
is cool. A.K.I is cool. A.K.I is cool.
I mean, look, I dabbled with her for a little bit, but again, not my cup of tea there. I might revisit her after a while because, like, Broski has a lot of like faith and is very optimistic about the character. And he's a very studious person. We have. I think he's one of the top 5 players over in the UK. That's my personal opinion.
Okay.
His mindset, his technical ability. Again, he does like to steer away to strange characters a lot because he used to play JP and then he just got bored of JP and then you know, A.K.I offered something a little bit different. Like I said, I think it's an amalgamation of Gil and Fang combined, the Toxic Blossom being the retribution effect.
Right.
And he gets to work with it, and he's got some really cool conversions, especially into level 3.
And really interestingly enough, you know, I was talking to Automatic, who's been playing a lot of A.K.I as well, and, you know, asked what his opinion of the character is. And he basically said that he actually feels like he does better with her than he does with Jamie.
Oh, well.
And Jamie is a character that, you know, Automatic has popped up a lot.
Well, we can talk about Jamie when we get to it, because there's a Jamie player in the bracket. Nice jump out there with the jumping fist. And already in the corner with the delayed back throw, he's going to get 20% plus more. And this is going to be big damage here for Broski. I'm not sure if he's going to go for the round. No. Oh, he might actually go for the round. Is he going for the level 2? He's going to go for the level 2.
Oh, wow. Okay. Is this going to kill?
No.
No, just shy. But the poison will drain him all the way down. He just wakes up. Muscle Noob goes for the ODDP. Broski, round number 1 here with the A.K.I.
And that's a conversion I haven't seen before. This is what I like about watching Broski's A.K.I in particular, right? Always showing me a new conversion. I haven't seen one to make note of for the mental notes over time. And that's going to be punished. That was a very late drive reversal. That will get you in trouble.
Backdash in the corner and just goes for the meaty throw setup. But Muscle Noob just doing the wake up ODDP again. That's what killed him in the last round, but you can't let that discourage you from doing it again.
Oh, he gets hit with a fireball. Going to be a full conversion into the level 3 from the Jinrai snap pick. And that will take us to a final round here. What that also means is he hasn't got super gauge to work with. Not a real problem here. I think he's got to watch out for EX Nightshade, because I think that's what Broski did put out before he tried to run behind it. And there's already the Serpent Lash. Jump in. This is not looking good already.
To the corner here. Once he goes for the setup. Oh,
I think he tried to anticipate the slide.
Right.
Oh, dear.
Here we go. Throw. Of course, that slide is also throwable as well. So, oof.
Nightshade into the follow-up. Gets the overhead conversion here into the heavy Serpent Lash for the safe jump as well. A perfect parry on the down heavy punch in the air. Jumped over, and that recovery on that and the hurt box. That is terrible.
And here we go, corner position. Actually goes for the neutral jump shimmy for that throw. Burns himself out, but he gets the hit here.
Yeah, he's got to do it. He's got to wake up level 3, man. He has no choice. And we're going to increase the dosage on our level 3. And can he win from this? I think he can. Not quite, no. This because Muscle Noob's got super.
Yeah, that's right.
He's in a good spot, though.
Yeah, so he's just going to keep throwing out these Nightshades because it's just chipping away at him. No! He tried to predict another one. He bet it all. well with the projectile invulnerability on run DP, and Broski didn't throw one out, and so Muscle Noob is going to go down one game.
It also could have been as well, James. He might have been banking on the chip. He might have been banking on the run Shoryuken chip damage. So again, misjudgment. It definitely goes a long way, and he's going to get punished.
Yeah, there we go. Beautiful punish counter combo.
Gets the cruel fake conversion there, and a perfect parry. Going to send him straight to the corner here. If Bro's going to backdash, will stay there. And he jumps out. Yeah. Look how tricky and elusive he has to be to make sure Ken doesn't do Ken things.
Yeah, I mean, again, Aki's another one of those characters that, you know, obviously no ODDP has to hold a lot of that pressure, but...
Stun. Oh, this is going to be huge.
Yeah.
I don't know if Bro's going to go for a reset or play it safe here, but he's going to make sure that the Toxic Blossom effect is still on Muscle when it's done.
Yeah, so there we go. Goes for the meaty. Oh,
oh, this is big.
Finds
this is
another
huge.
drive impact
and it's
in
going to
there.
do more damage. It will do more damage because he's already in the poison state before that. That was such a sick setup there. Putting down the Orchid Spring, going for a meaty DI there to make sure if I do hit you, I get more damage than that was set up before. This is sick.
All right, Broski, like I said, had trouble against Muscle Noob. I watched him play last night, but Broski, he was even joking that, you know, I didn't practice for this event at all on his stream.
Man, he still practices Aki regardless. So.
Yeah, and again, one of those situations, I mean, if he's coming into this maybe without putting pressure on himself, that's sometimes the most dangerous kind of player when you're this good and you're just...
Whoa. Oh, okay, good block on the overhead there. Let's not forget, he won Bracket Reset World Warrior number 4. So, again, one of the best players we've got in the UK. And that will be a level 3 here. And that will leave with a Specker help. But the problem is, if Masanu cannot close out this round, he's finished. But you've got about 53%. And Broski's got CA. He's got to close out the round.
Oh,
no.
Boy. Okay, now for sure the next touch from Broski will kill. What a
He's
check!
mashing, mate. He's mashing. He knows he's mashing for his life, James.
Oh, jump time. Dude, that's the second. We saw that from, who? MysticSmash with the jump over the Sandblaster.
But Masanu done that to Broski earlier in this set as well.
It's true.
He needs this round hit, Masanu, otherwise he's done. And that is going to be the Venomous Strike. Gets a delay throw. He's almost in burnout, James.
If it gets hit, that lasts long enough. Wow, I'm surprised he didn't just go into the up Serpent Lash, because that would have led to...
We're done. It's finished. Oh, no! Still alive. Just going to chip him out here, and he's going to get the level 3.
Yeah.
He ordered the level 3, and that's it. Yep.
What a block sequence in the corner right there.
Claws
yeah.
of
So
Darcy.
if you actually get the opponent poisoned and then throw them one time, the next mix-up, you still have time to cash out that Toxic Blossom. I'm not sure Broski was... I think he probably thought he didn't quite have that, so he didn't go for it, but it didn't matter anyway. He got the burnout situation. He was probably just looking for that sequence to just get the chip.
Now, here's the thing. I know the fact that when Broski saw in the bracket he was going to fight Masanu, I can imagine he immediately went to trainer mode just to double check a couple of things. And again, you don't know what Broski's going to do on defense. There's no fully invincible reversal outside of the level 3. Level 2, I think you can use it, I'm not quite sure, but it's like you're going to bank on level 3 more, right? You have your EX dash, it's not throw invincible. Parry, it's not throw invincible. So you have to backdash, right? And then you have to jump as well. And you saw Broski doing that a fair bit. Now, Broski is extremely optimal with this character. And if Broski's your only source of experience with this character, then Godspeed. I hope everything works out for you.
Yeah.
Masanu did show signs of life. I think he burned himself out a bit too often, but his jump roundhouses against the Nightshade, they were brilliant. They were doing really good work for there. But again, once you just don't know, especially that conversion we saw into level 2 at the start, right? It's like, okay, he's been practicing. And then when he put out the Orchid Spring, did the meaty DI, we're like, okay, he might not practice for the event, but he still practices Aki. If you haven't seen that,
I mean,
take all the damage, baby.
We were talking about this earlier about, you know, characters like Jamie, characters like Aki. This is where the, you know, quote, low-tier heroes, I call them that, even though this game I don't think really has anyone that truly qualifies as a low-tier character in this game.
Careful what you say that, James.
I know, right? Gonna get a lot of people yelling, a lot of Lily players yelling at me over here, but I mean, still, you know, for those characters that are not as popular to use, it's hard to find the training partners. And even if you do find a training partner, that player might not even be able to be as optimal as some of the, like, who do you go to learn how to fight Dalsum? You can name like the players like on one hand, basically, right? And, you know, same kind of thing with Aki. How many Aki players out there are playing Aki at this level that Broski is playing at, you know?
It works in his favor really well, and that's why he's booked his place into top 8 winners for tomorrow there, and he'll be awaiting his opponent of 2 matchups he probably doesn't want to fight. It's either Guile or JP. Pick your poison. No pun intended.
I mean, you wish you could pick your poison, right?
Ha ha. She's not in the game, mate. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to bring her back, but if they do, maybe I'll start actively playing again. But yes, no, it's been a great time here watching competitive Street Fighter. But don't forget, the CPT is actually not over and done with. The last couple of events you're actually going to be seeing on the CPT are actually some of the most entertaining regions. Now, of course, we had to reschedule CPT Japan, so registration will be closing on Sunday, December 31st. So any Japanese players watching this, you have a whole month. Well, not a whole month, but you got like less than 2 weeks to go. Get signing up. Please remain in, because I remember they had over, I think it was over 700 signups before.
You're a glass half full kind of person right now. So you had half a month, so you're like, you have a whole month, you know?
Right, so they had over 700 before. I'm not sure what the number is now.
Well, we just got word in our ears.
Is it 801?
Wow,
okay.
801 players.
Do you know what? Call me crazy. They actually might break the 1,000 mark. They actually might break the 1,000 mark. But you're going to look forward to that one, and only one guy can qualify and join Fudo alongside him for the CPT finals. That's what the schedule is looking like right now. So January 6th will be CPT Japan.
US, Canada, East.
Yeah. Oh. Look forward to that as well, because again, Mena is qualified now. So that means Punk, Knuckle-Doo, Idol.
And Mena said that he is not going to enter that. He is not going to gatekeep. But yeah, only one of Punk, Idom, and Knuckle-Doo, and anybody else. Yes, exactly.
And of course, we'll be ending things with US, Canada, Midwest as well. Keep an eye out for that one. These CPTs, you do not miss on the tournament schedule there as well. But
and the best way, honestly, to be watching these events, honestly, is right before you know that this event is going to come on and take place. Open up your Chipotle app. Order some Chipotle from there, go to the restaurant, and just pick up your food almost instantaneously, especially the carne asada, because that is limited time. As you can see, it's back and only here for a short period of time. But grab yourself a nice burrito bowl with some carne asada, get yourself a side of chips, and you know what? I always get enough points on my Chipotle app that I just get the side of chips for free all the time, and then sit down and enjoy some Chipotle while watching these CPT onlines.
Great food with some great Street Fighter over the weekend. Can't complain. But hey, let me tell you what we are going to do is we're going to take a temporary intermission. And when we come back, we'll come back with 4 fills going up against Lex. See you in a couple of minutes.
Chipotle's carne asada is back. It's our most tender cuts of steak, grilled and seasoned with cumin, oregano, and coriander. Finished with fresh lime and hand-chopped cilantro. Carne asada. This is our best steak ever.
Showtime, baby! Right now. Everyone's got a ticket for this Capcom Cup is getting a show. Right final game, final round! You couldn't write a better story! Get into the ring!
God, I'm low. God, my soul. All of my thoughts be dark like coal. Up to the party, y'all don't want smoke. Energize the body, raise up the yard right now.
I'll take on all of you.
Right now. I win it all right now.
Straight on.
Show me your strength. Feet on the ground, look around.
This corner pressure is where EndingWalker thrives.
No more games.
Time to get serious.
RD taking it down convincingly against the biggest red thus far.
Show me the replay. Sit down and shut up.
Wait a minute. Turn it up. I'm on fire. It's like a creative physics. It's like I was born on the outer. Close my eyes, all I see is digits. This how I feel when you get to the commas.
That felt good, didn't it?
You know, emoji going the distance.
I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this.
Wrap this up right now.
Oh, it's long.
Meaningless effort.
ain't always seen nothing, I just barely scratch the surface. Throw me in the rain, let me do my thing. Thought they hit me down, fought it through the pain. When I'm in the zone, I ain't never say much, but you see me up top. You see my numbers healthy, the pressure don't stop. Until I'm in the top, see the bottom seats watch. They don't see me flop, but I'm stepping on them, watch, let them watch. Born ready to fight, this is my...
Ladies and gentlemen, we are nearing the end of the CPT season. I don't even want to call it the end. I will say the culmination, which is Capcom Cup. But as far as the CPT, we do still have a few events left. A couple of them. First and foremost, of course, we have CPT Japan. All of those phenomenal players. Brian, what is going to happen there? I don't even know. It's crazy.
I can't call what's going to happen. Anyone who claims to know who's going to qualify out of Japan is absolutely lying to you. By far the most competitively dense region on the planet. And this event has 782 registrants at the time of this recording. So it could even go up before the actual event goes live. By far the largest CPT event and by far the most competitively dense region. So it's going to be one of the most hype regions to watch. So keep a lookout for that. But then following that up, we have CPT North America East, which what it might not have is in terms of people entering, it makes up a drama. I mean, this region is just, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, NA East is, I would say for me, the most exciting region overall to watch, just because, of course, Mena did qualify, but you still have Punk, you still have Adam, you still have Knuckle Dudang, and then of course Space Boy and so many other phenomenal players. But that big three that's left there, seeing who's going to qualify out of that, and unfortunately who's not going to qualify, absolute insanity. And then keeping it in NA as far as the CPT online events we have left. My co-host, Brian F., will be trying to make it back into Capcom Cup because we have NA Midwest. Brian, I know you're ready for that one. I know I am.
We'll see. I'm trying to buckle down a little bit and maybe, break some hearts, ruin some dreams, and, go ghost my way into Capcom Cup. So we'll see how that one goes down. It's definitely another stacked region. And then after that, we also have this region's going to be competing again. UK World Warrior will be coming up. So you're going to see somebody qualify in the CPT event today for the UK CPT. They'll have another shot with the UK World Warrior. And that leaves only after that the LCQ for the final spot for Capcom Cup right before the show actually begins, which may be the most hype event of them all. You know, the LCQ is has a special place in the heart of the FGC. It's like a special tradition at this point for the Capcom Cup. And, last year, Jen won the LCQ, went all the way to the grand finals. The person who wins this one might make a big splash in the bracket as well. We'll have to see how the action all shakes up.
All right, everyone, and welcome back to today's CPT UK and Ireland, our backyard. We're here to commentate some action here. 3 games have already happened, so we've got MysticSmash, RainPro, and Broski qualified for tomorrow's top 8 winners. Now we'll be moving swiftly on to Lex versus Four Fields. Myself, Jammers, alongside James Chen. This is not an online broadcast. We're in person. Well, the tournament's online, but we're in person.
Again, Jammers in his element. No matter what he tells you, the HD stands for Hollywood in his Twitter handle. Okay.
No, it doesn't mean that. It just means high definition, right? And listen, I've had a long day, James. I came here, but my suitcase didn't. So.
What is it with you Brits having trouble with the suitcases all the time? Didn't that just happen to Logan recently?
I don't know, man. I'm actually in between breaks. I'm trying to find out the situation with my suitcase. So, no, we'll get onto that. But hey, at least I can enjoy some Street Fighter.
Yeah, there you go. Some solace right there, right? So,
listen, balance it out. Balance is a key word in life these days. But yeah, we're going to be moving on to our next match here, our last match of top 16 winners here with Four Fields and Lex. This is how the bracket has panned out thus far. Looking good again. No real surprises there. Some people have pegged RainPro to be a favorite. MysticSmash. I wasn't expecting to get this far with the Kimberly. I thought the DJ was coming full force. There's no DJ to be seen. So it's actually been working out here. But
I mean, I know you have a lot to say about this matchup here.
Yeah.
Guile versus JP.
So first of all, we've got another Guile invader. It seems to be a common denominator here. It seems that Guile might be pretty good. I'm not sure here. Now, Four Fields, he stuck with the JP. He started out with Kimberly, but then wasn't really feeling it, at least from my knowledge. He didn't play the game for about a couple of weeks, and then he came back full force, and he started learning JP. He's been playing JP ever since. You see him in SFL, represented Team Wolves with the JP as well. But Lex has only been going up and up, right? Because if you look at his results from SF5, going into SF6, especially when he moved over to the UK, his results just been going up and up. And then he really put a monkey wrench in the works when he won Bracket Reset World War number 5. He changed the whole leaderboard by winning that. Not by collecting points, by winning it. And I tell you what, man, this guy is such a great person to talk to. He's very chill. He was recently in Japan as well. So he's over there.
Where's he originally from again?
He's from the US. But
okay.
obviously he's staying in the UK for a little while, I believe. And then obviously he went to Japan on holiday and he got some training over there. He's come back. Now this matchup here, there's been a lot of talk about it.
I mean, originally, obviously, JP was considered a hard counter to Guile because he outzoned him. But, you know, NuckleDu, I remember talking to him early on and he was like, this match is horrible. But then NuckleDu, like, his Cammy wouldn't work against JP's and his Guile would start to do better. So, I mean, I feel like this match is not as lopsided as it was before.
Well, already, JP is done. That's going to be the first round. Here's the thing. JP doesn't know when Guile's going to be offensive. And just like we say, you got to make Guile feel unsafe throwing Sonic Booms, you got to make JP unsafe throwing the Phantom. Now, if you throw enough Sonic Booms, what's JP going to do? EX Torble on the Phantoms. And if you jump that on hard read, that means you're already in JP's head, right? He's already parrying right now. Now, we're not saying Guile cannot throw Sonic Booms. You just can't throw as many as you want.
Right.
That's it.
And yeah, I mean, honestly, it's just one of those situations where when the game first comes out, everything that you want to do with Guile, wow, that jump attack just ate up Guile's crouching heavy punch. Wasn't a punish counter though, so it wasn't going to be that much extra damage.
And another huge thing about this matchup as well, what I think it leans towards Guile, they're like kind of contradicting their own argument, is if Guile doesn't miss an anti-air in this matchup, yeah, things are actually a lot easier for him. Because he goes back to neutral, go back to throwing Sonic Boom, you can really pile on the pressure. It's working out for Lex here as well.
Yeah, it's like I say, you know, when a game first comes out.
No, that was he wanted stand fierce or crowd fierce.
Yeah, that was it right there. And that is a punish right there. So now Lex here about to try to steal this round that he wasn't supposed to win. And he does it with an overhead, no wake up from the 4 fills at all.
That's right, Lex, keep winning. You're going to contradict your argument. Keep winning, yes.
I mean, like I said, you know, the game plan that Guile wants to play, that he knows that he can play, does not work against JP. You know, so obviously when the game first comes out, it's going to feel like this matchup sucks because it's like everything you want to do doesn't work.
Yeah, but then what you have to remember is the drive system allows both these characters that can zone to be incredibly offensive, and they've got some potent buttons and great conversions as well. Nice punish counter with the upside down kick here as well.
I mean, honestly, JP, I feel like his offense is what makes him top tier right now, more so than even his defense is.
Well, he doesn't possess a bad button, I'll tell you that. And I think that's going to be the round.
Speaking of good buttons right there, you saw one of them, that crouching strong. Oh my gosh, it reaches so far and, you know, get the drive cancel afterwards. And
the thing is, what 4Fills needs to do, if he gets the space and time to do so, if he puts out a departure and just let it automatically detonate, Lex will slow down. Either forces Lex to go forward, or he slows down. Nice swipe there, but couldn't get full conversion there.
Could have got a lot more off of that. Oh, now he's close. Yeah, I mean, that's about all Guile can get after that, but, you know, it's definitely worth it. Oh, just goes for the low. Caught Lex in the leg.
Yeah, okay, he's teleported in, but if he lets that rock, that means Guile has to stay stationary for a moment period of time. So it allows JP to regain control. But 4Fills is setting up the departure, and he's literally releasing it as soon as possible.
Yeah, he's manually triggering it, yeah. Oh, that was a whiff cancel. That was 3 meters for that drive rush, which means he's about to get burned out here. And that didn't even have a chance to happen. Lex just basically ran him over at that point, and now Lex is at match point.
Dude, he's basically overwhelming 4Fills at every different angle here. Trade on the bazooka knee follow-up here. And there's some uncharacteristic conversion from 4Fills, so I'm not sure if he's expecting this kind of style from Lex. I don't know how often he faces him online these days, but again, if he could just set up the departure and just let it stay on the screen.
Yeah, it just kind of... I mean, Guile, again, you know, to get out of the range of that departure, he's got to walk, which makes him lose his charge. But here we go. This is going to be near burnout here.
Well, he's got a level 3 here, so I don't know. 4Fills can still turn this around unless Lex moves forward. What a conversion. Okay. He has to go into the level 3.
Yeah,
he's got to do it.
You got to do it right now because you got to build back a bunch of your drive gauge.
But what this means is, because it's a CA version, he's not up close, he's full screen, James. JP's full stream now. He can do departure if he wants to. Yeah, and he will set up one. Just let it rock. Let it rock. Let it cook. Oh, no. If that didn't hit him, it would have worked. It would have got in the round.
But he got hit by the sonic boom, so the departure disappeared.
He disappeared right on cue. He can't let him jump either.
Oh, no. The forward heavy kick. He was trying to catch Lex, maybe walking forward, but unfortunately, all it did was leave himself vulnerable afterwards. And I don't know if that was a true punish counter, but still, he was so... It was punish counter? Okay, there it was. So... Oh, that is unfortunate. Going for that kind of a hard read with that forward heavy kick at the end. And, yeah. Lex, you know.
Well done, Lex.
Winning that unwinnable matchup. Is that what Lex has said?
Look, if I had to really, you know, really go into the particulars of everything about it, I'd probably say right now, because remember, the Guile players had to go away and learn about the matchup.
Yeah.
Why it's more difficult than just the Phantom overriding your projectile with the projectile priority system. They've learned this stuff. Now I think the JP players, not all of them, I think some of the JP players are asleep at the wheel. Because it's a matchup they're supposed to win on paper, they haven't necessarily practiced everything. So when the JP players go back and find some tech, I reckon we'll see this sway back into JP's favor.
I've always said this. When you play a fighting game, the matchup that you study the most, the matchup that you practice the most is the ones that you lose.
Yes.
Right? So, you know, in this situation, the Guile players are going to study this matchup. I mean, keep in mind, remember when the game first came out, all the JP players said, you know what's a bad matchup? Cammy. And now JPs are beating Cammy.
Yeah, look at
punish counter. Yeah.
Dude. That's it, punish counter.
Yeah. But like I said, the JPs used to lose to the Cammies, and now I don't feel like that's a bad matchup necessarily.
So, sorry to cut you off there, because I'm looking at this now. Broski, the two characters, as far as when I watch him play, doesn't like Ken, and he doesn't like Guile, because there's a couple of things he's tried, and he's really baited Guile into doing things that should be punishable, and Aki just can't catch them.
Yeah.
So, I imagine he's going to go to the lab tonight. Because obviously they're 8 hours ahead of where I am right now. And he'll do as much studying as he can. Maybe not. Maybe just might have a meal, a good night's sleep, and go, look, whatever happens, happen, because he's in top 8 winners side. Lex is there as well. So the two Guile invaders are in top 8 winners.
You're right. And the funny thing is, Broski, obviously before Aki was playing JP, and Lex just took out JP. He just took out Fort Phil's
Bolt Strike tried to use JP against Lex earlier today, and it didn't work. Like, come on. The Guile players are ready now, but this is what our top 8 winner side look like right now. Kimberly versus Guile, and Aki versus Guile.
Wow. That is not a top 4 on winner side that you would have expected here. So, I mean, the Guiles, sure, but Kimberly and Aki, that is definitely throwing all the fantasy charts.
Fantasy brackets.
Yeah, fantasy brackets are all ruined now.
I said this with SF5, I'll say it with SF6 as well. When you come over to EU, it's Alice in Wonderland. I'll give you talking doorknobs, I'll give you flying house keys, I'll give you whatever you want, right? Because it's all there. You don't expect it. But if we drop down into the losers side, now again, if you are just joining us, there are 2 names that you have not seen on the top side or this side either. That is Problem X and Hurricane, which means this top 16 losers side is almost a toss-up for me. Because there's some names in that round 1 that could probably take out some of the guys in round 2. Or surprise them, at least. But that top 8 round 2 there, 4 Phils, Muscle Loop, Shakz, and EndingWalker, that could be your top 8 loser side. That could be your top 8 loser side. But also, we can't ignore the guys who've worked their way here to fight tooth and nail to get to this top 16 side. We're actually going to go to our round 1 match here right now with Pingu Taro going up against Vega Champ. So,
and again, these are 2 players that I am not as familiar with here. Pingu Taro, wow, very young at 18 years old here. And Vega Champ at 23, also pretty young.
Pingu Taro's got more hair than I'll ever have. What the? Damn, I love his hair. I hope he's taking good care of that. You might have to talk to Ringe.
Yeah, and MysticSmash, they all need to go and form like a little club over here or something.
He might have to hand over some of his hair products to me. Who knows? But yes, 18 years of age there. Pingu Taro using the JP. He actually made top 8 in one of our World Wars. I think it was 2 and 3. I think he did.
Okay.
Pretty strong JP player. And I usually say, I don't know his full historical background with fighting games, but usually when someone's new to Street Fighter 6 and they've come through, it's either JP or Ken they gravitate towards too. I kind of noticed a pattern there. Vega Champ, it says he uses Jamie. Now, this is the name I saw knock Hurricane out of the bracket after Hurricane lost to RainPro. Hurricane has this thing, and I was actually with Hurricane before I left. I was literally with Hurricane on Thursday.
Oh, no.
We were talking about the bracket, and he said, I want to fight EndingWalker winners, I want to do this, and I saw the bracket this morning. I said, what happened? So I looked at what happened, and I saw Vega champs Jamie beat him. I said, okay, so he's beating you because you don't know the matchup as well as you should. And we saw that with bracket reset number 4 when Broski beat Hurricane in the final.
Oh, with Aki, okay.
It's evidently clear when he doesn't know a matchup. Not throwing shade at Hurricane, but I can tell when you don't know.
Yeah, and again, like I said, you know, it's hard because it's hard to find people to practice against with those characters. They are a lot rarer.
Well, one character gets spoken about in abundance. The other character almost doesn't get spoken about in high regard or anything because of the lack of things he has, for lack of a better description. But these guys are almost near burnout. Nice frame trap with the stand roundhouse there for Pingutar. And the safe jump as well, dude.
Yeah, you got to know about these safe jump setups. And there we go, gets the stun here.
He can reset him after this. He can actually reset him after this. Oh no, that's the round. I think that's the round.
He's gonna level. Is this gonna kill?
No,
not quite. Not quite.
Combo. That's
that's meaty. That's meaty. I mean, the fact that spike is -2 normally.
It's +1 at best.
I think so, yeah. But you know, even on burnout, it becomes plus. You know, and it's
what's crazy as well about the spike that you bring up, right? It's -2 from anywhere he does it.
Yeah. Like you would imagine that thing would be like -6 or something like that, but. Oh, nice. Gets that jumping medium kick. And again, one of the most powerful things about JP, one of the most underrated things, is the fact that everything that he does juggles and also knocks down.
I think that's the round. Yeah, that's the round. You're in burnout. It's a perfect KO. Pingutaro showing you why this guy is pretty damn solid at this game. Like I said, he came top 8 in 2 of our World Warriors. I think he was on the tail end, joined 5th, joined 7th. But again, he had to go through a fair bit of strong competition there. And he's already proven to you why. He's a huge fan of JP, Mr. Juggle Points himself.
Yeah, Vega Champ jumped right back into this match. No delay at all, so he just wanted to get back in here. Yeah, that's one of the toughest things about this matchup. It's hard to get those drinks from across the screen, and Departure was all there waiting.
There you go, that's going to be the round. But the thing is, James, he's focusing on, you know, having a little drink, celebrating, having a good time, and leveling up. He can just do drive rush forward, HK drive rush stand fist if Pingutar doesn't beat him to the punch.
Right.
You need to scare Pingutar before you drink up. He's not been doing that. Nice roundhouse cancel, straight into the arrow kick DP to the safe jump, but...
Yeah. Oh, but he accidentally burned himself out trying to parry!
Yes.
Oh, okay, good reaction. Okay, there we go.
With the level 1 breaking, they're going to send him full screen. He's not going to get a drink either because Swagger Step did get stopped by a Phantom in the process. Ghouls and Goblins.
Yeah, now he's just sitting here taking a lot of chip, but he's got a lot of life. So I think it's okay if he just sits here and takes the chip until he gains it back. Wow, what was he going for that sweep? Was he going for a forward heavy kick and he just accidentally didn't let go of crouch fast enough? I'm not sure what happened there.
Oh, nice roundhouse.
Just run into that. But it was only a counter hit. That's not that bad. And he burnt him out with that jump attack. So this is a great situation. He just goes for the overhead. Vega Champ gonna take this round here. Stay. Oh no,
what? Hang on a minute. Why did you go for the most scaled combo? You actually might lose the game because of that combo.
Oh god.
Dude. Oh, please no. He's not gonna build level 1 in time, surely. Yeah, he's not. Because it's a whole combo, you can't build meter while the level 2 combo is still happening. So, yes. And that will be the round.
Didn't spend the meter.
Well, okay, he didn't spend the meter, but why did he do so many jabs?
Right.
I'm pretty sure from drive rush cancels, I need to double check Jamie. I'm pretty sure the vast majority of characters can do some form of jab into a heavy.
Right.
If not a medium. And I just saw drive rush, jab.
His standing heavy punch is 5 frames at the closest range. So it's got to be able to...
You can special cancel at any point.
Right. I mean, it has to be comboable from a light. Like, there's just, like, mathematically no way that it's not off of a drive rush. But you know what? I mean, sometimes you just weren't sure, and so you just kind of hit the jabs until you get to confirm.
Yeah, okay. So, right. What I was saying to him to do before, Pingutar already perfect parried it. So that's probably why he resorted to trying to get the drink. So you notice that, okay, Pingutar is just not letting him drink. Every time Lavushka level 2 is activated, I don't think he blocks one because he was always in burnout.
Yeah.
And that's the best time to use the super art
It's basically, you can't survive that situation, honestly. Like,
right, this.
Yeah. Then another 2 jabs afterwards, so...
Okay, I've definitely got to check the numbers, because I'm pretty sure maybe jab, crouch, fist, heavy swagger step, something else.
Yeah, because, I forgot that he had 2 of those cancels in there, and that gives him plenty of time to know what he's supposed to do after the second one, at least.
Even then, right? Because you could have done, like, a jab, low forward, or that would have increased the scaling. So maybe a medium punch, then drive rush cancel, and that would have gone medium into heavy. So there definitely could have been a much more, like, damaging combo there. He left, like, too much on the table for me. That's me being finicky about like damage outputs.
I
But
mean, unfortunately, that does mean Vega Champ is out of the tournament. So we did lose our resident Jamie player
Such a
over
shame,
here.
such a
So,
shame.
and that does mean that we may get the JP mirror in round number 2.
oh no, we'll probably get that. Yeah,
Yeah,
4 fills and pink guitar. I think we'll get a JP.
Yeah.
I think we'll get
So that's going to be fun times here. But we're going to be moving on to the next match, which is Launch and Suleiman.
Speaking of JPs, Launch is another JP player going up against Guild Esports' very own Suleiman. So well done to Launch, honestly, because I remember him from SF5. He was a Manat player, and I think he got really good at the tail end of SF5. They use Manat as well.
So obviously he likes his zoning, space controlling characters.
But then, what we talking about before, if you were late to the game, because again, sometimes I think he looks like a fast learner to me, but the problem was the people above him knew too much. So he just didn't know all the intricacies about SF5. When SF6 came out, he must have been salivating at the mouth, man. He said, "Oh wait, we're all going to be at the same starting line."
Right.
Like, okay.
And the zoning character is kind of good, you know?
Yeah, it's working out for him right now. He's here. Going up against Suleiman. So for those who don't know, myself and Suleiman were part of a show on Sky TV, one of our huge TV channels in the UK, called the Sky Sweat Room, where we played Street Fighter 6, and the winner got a professional contract for a Guild Esports, which led to SFL. Suleiman beat TKR in the finals. That Muscle Noob was there as well. Flawless Deku was there. There was tons of people there. And Suleiman won that. And you do see him part of SFL. There's an interview he's done with David Beckham as well on the Guild Esports channel.
Oh, I remember seeing something about that.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, interestingly enough, I do think Kimberly fights JP fairly decently.
Lord Venom did say this is one of the matchups that he doesn't like when he's using when he's using JP. So I can see that.
She just has the ability to get across the screen almost instantaneously, whether it's run, slide, or teleport. Now, obviously, if you use those, obviously, you're going to get killed. But that means that JP has to work harder at predicting where you're going to be with the ground spikes.
Well, here's the thing. That's all well and good. Nice reset into the Embrace Commander. That's all well and good, but if JP decides to move towards Kimberly and test the Kimberly player's defense, that theory goes out of the window.
Yep. And this is where JP's can kill Kimberly. Is like I said, I feel like JP's offense is one of the things that makes him super strong, and in a way I almost feel like he has a more elegant corner pressure than even Kimberly does, you know.
I can see that. Level 2 though, what's he going to force out of it? Drive reversal.
Okay, nice.
That's probably what he wanted.
Yeah.
Because it gives him less drive gauge to work, which evidently leaves you closer to burnouts. I can see that being a good thing.
Yeah, and again, Kimberly can be pretty drive gauge starved. But so far, Suleiman has done a good job staying out. Oh, he tried to go for the fancy setup, but he was able to land a block and throw in time.
What kind of interaction was that worked out? Launch there, that's -10, so you got to be very careful. Gonna get thrown. Are we gonna see a DI? Not quite.
Oh, gets the bait off of the throw with the neutral jump. JP tall enough, easy to hit him.
Damn, I'm still thinking about that interaction with the bomb and the safe jump and the...
He triggered the amnesia with the Tatsu, but there were 2 more hits.
Yeah.
What Launch should have did was just crouch, because that move can't, if you Tiger Knee the spin kick, it can't hit you.
The canister, he's worried about the canister.
Right, that's right, I forgot the can was still out there.
There's the level 3 there. Nice anti of the crouching fist from Launch. He's going to activate Labushka here to make life a lot easier for him.
Try to burn him out, try to burn him out.
That's what he wanted, just the burnout scenario. Anything else would have been a huge bonus for him.
But here we go. Now you're going to... Oh, but see again, the teleports. And now the overhead is going to be able to combo. He goes for the light Tatsu. Interesting.
There we go. Almost about to be fully rejuvenated here is Suleiman. And as soon as he's revitalized there, perfect parry, drive rush in there. Guess 1-0 on the board there with Suleiman.
What a counter to the Phantom.
So, can I just preface this by saying as well, Launch lost to MysticSmash's Kimberly earlier in the bracket.
Okay,
and then this is the person that beat Problem X in the loser's side,
right?
By the way. And then Suleiman lost to Shakz in winners. I need to double check who he beat in losers here. So.
Oh man, Suleiman is just going in right now.
And rightly so.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's the Kimberly's MO at this point. Oh, there we go. Checks the teleport forward. Yeah, ready for it that time. Oh, departure hit from far away.
Nice throw take. It seems that Suleiman beat Jones Arcade.
Okay. Level 2, is this going to kill?
That might do it. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Lucian Scramble doing its job here. Launch might be making an early exit in the bracket. But Suleiman's Kimberly is overthrowing him really well here. Nice anti-air the crouch. He's been super consistent with that. And another Labushka here. Is he looking for the burnout, the drive reversal?
Yeah, look at this. Oh, boy. And then finally gets the overhead there. Gets some damage, but you know what? Still not burned out yet.
Well, that's the risk you take. If you're not going to do anything during the level 2, you risk yourself getting hit.
Yeah.
And 2 bars for 20-25%, not too bad. But
yeah, he's not. Suleiman tried so hard not to block because he was pixels away from getting burned out. So he just got hit by everything. He couldn't find that opportunity. And yeah, you could empty jump on Kimberly and try to avoid that crouching heavy punch.
All right, going to go for the sprint follow-up, and then goes the Amnesia. What's the mix-up going to be here? And he gets the grab regardless. 20%, I'll take that any day of the week. And another crouching hard punch anti-air for perfect parries.
Punch counter. Here we go. Goes for the double crouching medium kick. Another follow-up, and now the shimmy.
Is that going to be the round? He's going to build level 3 in time, James. I think that's it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. There we go. Into the Vagabond Edge into level 3, and Suleiman is going to take it 2-0. And unfortunately, we have a failure to launch here, and he will be out of the tournament.
Maybe they turned the wrong dial in the rocket, or maybe they didn't fuel up properly. But yes, Suleiman takes it over launch there. 2-0. Commiserations to launch and Vega Champ as well.
And you saw, you know, like I was talking about the matchup, or, you know, one of the things that's harder for JP to do is really to keep Kimberly at bay. She's so good at moving within the field that, you know, you can't, you know, when you normally make someone block a ground spike, you're like, okay, do I predict he's going to stay in place or they're going to move a little bit forward? But Kimberly runs slide, teleport, OD teleport.
So there's a wider space to be more cognizant of. It's not just the traditional, oh, okay, after this spike, they dash forward or jump, where the stalagmite will catch you anyway, right? I think the other thing for me here was Suleiman wasn't afraid to put himself in burnout to avoid the level 2 when necessary. Had the conversions, got the shimmies there as well. This is the thing. Because whatever combo JP does, it's like, what do you do afterwards? The thought process is, what do you do afterwards? Because, like you said, the run slide, that could be a huge thing, maybe a raw jump. What also probably threw launch off guard was perfect parrying the Phantoms, because just like Sonic Boom, I don't know when you're gonna perfect parry a Phantom for then move forward. You just don't know that. That's the mind game in the game.
And it's one of the toughest things because it is so difficult, like you said, to perfect parry these Phantoms and Sonic Booms. Can you really justify not throwing those projectiles? They're so strong, you know, that you're almost more willing to bet that they aren't going to perfect parry them. And if they do, all you can do is just be like, you know, applaud and just be like, good stuff.
That's it. It's a 2-frame window. And then as the game and the meta develops, now we might start steering our questions towards saying, okay, projectiles may be a bit too strong. So is a projectile good in this scenario? I don't know. I don't know many people that practice perfect parrying projectiles in that regard, but again, we'll see as things go down the line. But yes, Masanu will be going up against Suleiman in loser side top 16 round 2. So no, this has been pretty damn good, and we still got a couple of losers round 1 matches here to go in the top 16. But James, talk to me.
Yeah, before we get there, let's just talk about Buckler's boot camp here. Yes,
you saying I don't know enough about the game, James? You saying
That's
I need more assistance?
Jammer, you need to check out Buckler's Bootcamp, okay? Because this is a free game-linked, mobile-friendly website, and it's got all sorts of information there to help you enjoy Street Fighter 6 even more than you already do. There is player data, friends, clubs, ranking information, and so much more at the tip of your fingertips, just ready for you to access.
Oh, thank you, James.
So you can find other information on characters, in-game events, rewards, updates, and yeah, check it out. You can also just just take a picture of that QR code on your screen, head over there, and again, you get so much information from Buckler's Bootcamp. Of course, the president of Buckler's Bootcamp is all ready for you to check that out. So
indeed, and of course, like we said, competitive Street Fighter, that's what we all know well and love. But the CPT is not the only thing that happens throughout a regular season. We also have SFL happening. We had SFL US happen over today. I think, no, it's not today. SFL US happened already. We had SFL EU happen while I was traveling. And I think SFL Japan, the playoff stages have begun already.
So we're at multiple stages right now. US is nearing the end and then EU is about a little over halfway
Yeah,
through.
so we still need to get into our second leg.
Yes.
I think we're still in the first half. So yes, of course, every Wednesday at 4 p.m. PST, you can find SFL US there. Make sure you follow Capcom Fires on the follow social media outlets, the Twitch and the YouTube channel. If you don't catch the live stream, they chop up the matches, they put the broadcast on YouTube, so you can actually enjoy all 6 teams featuring SFL US in the action there as well. And like I said, SFL EU happens every Friday from 7 p.m. UK time, where you see myself, F-Word, and Logan, and all some of the players you see here and different parts of Europe participating in that league as well. Hope you guys can join us on those respective days for more competitive Street Fighter.
And again, you know, if you haven't been checking out SF League, Street Fighter League EU, I definitely recommend it. Like I said, you guys have been doing a wonderful job. It's been vastly entertaining. The matches have been ridiculous.
Our predictions are terrible, but I'm just going to put it out there. Our predictions, all right.
I mean, F-Word sounds like he's, you know, he's always right? That's what he claims.
Well, listen, so. when he's right, I'll let him over the credit. When he's wrong, he just looks at me, and I was like, well, I had no part of it. Caught the camera anyway, but you know what? Give him his props when he needs to, you know? But yes, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys have been enjoying the action. But we are going to take another short break here. When we come back, we're going to be going through these losers matches because some people got to go home. So we'll see you in a bit.
You're really making all of this by hand.
Oh yeah. The avocados are hand mashed, the chips are hand tossed, and everything is made fresh.
You make it fresh every day.
Yes, every day. The Chipotle way is we make it fresh every day.
Sounds delicious.
Let's get it! Yeah! Beastful, baby! Sure thing. Let's dance. Hey, where's my bed?
Watching on as I command the stage. 1, 2, 3. Make way for the ninja star! From the Bushinyu! I live for battle! A second helping of you! The time for battle is here! To duke it out with me?
Shall we begin then? Do you need to take a rest?
Do enjoy this.
I'm game if you are.
Yeah! We gon' crank it up! Let's get it on! Alright!
Another mission awaits. Do you plan to fight at all?
Quiet!
Alright, I'm ready! Your footwork's sloppy. This the mine? Behold this body of earth! You are lucky! Get ready! I'll show you strong!
Allow yoga to guide you. What is it? The power of yoga.
I'll show you the power of my kung fu.
I'm ready for you! Just bring it!
Think you could break my defense? Got you in my sights.
Smart choice. Bring it.
基本的には人によると思うんですよね。まあ性格診断みたいなとこありますよね。なんか公式でキャラクター診断みたいなの出てましたよね。あれをやってみるのがいいんじゃないかなって思いますね。ワールドツアーやればいいんですよ。ワールドツアーやれば全キャラに出会えます。しかもそういう風に作られてるしね。一からやりましょうみたいな。で技も見れるし。知ってました？なんか大谷から聞いたんですけど、キャミーとかなんかじゃあ10分かメッセージの返信が返ってこなかったらキャミーに怒られるらしいです。キャミーはもうそういうキャラクターです。そういうところも知れるので、なんかまあワールドツアーはなんかお得だなって。
Yo, just off of the outfit alone, I feel like I'm doing my first interview with a multi-platinum recording artist. But in actuality, it is with one of the best players from the UK. And of course, one of the most dominant players near the end of Street Fighter 5, 4Fields. What's up with you, man?
It was good, Rob. I'm doing good, feeling good. It's a little late over here, but you know I got to pull up for the content.
You're the reigning CPT 2022 champion right now. You actually are back to defend your title. You qualified for the final Capcom Cup for Street Fighter V. Coming to Street Fighter 6, though, you know, you're playing some JPs last I've seen in all the World Warrior events. And talk a little bit about how that process has been for you, going to a new game, having to kind of start over and learn a new skill set, and how improving and ramping up has been.
Coming to Street Fighter 6 has been definitely different. And yeah, it's been sort of like a fresh start. And my first World Warrior event, I believe I lost my first game. Actually, I didn't do well. I lost my first game. So yeah, having to come back from that and trying to stay consistent, still make the top 8 for the finals, it's been tough, but trying to make it happen.
So, you know, you talk about back in season 1 of Street Fighter 5, you were just playing for fun. You weren't even trying to compete or anything like that. So at that time, you couldn't fathom that 4Fields would be this like worldwide known name and, you know, travel to all of these places, all expenses paid, competing against the other best players in the world. So I got to ask you, man, what is your favorite Street Fighter memory? As far as competition or, you know, favorite event you've been invited to? What's your favorite moment and why?
Okay, so my favorite moment is in my Street Fighter history career. The first time I qualified to the cup, even though it got cancelled, it didn't happen. You qualified also, Rob, so I know you were feeling some type of way too.
Yep.
All three of us did.
I think we're all alumni of the 2021 class, I believe, who got cancelled.
It's between that moment when I qualified for the first time and winning Street Fighter League, Street Fighter 5.
So okay, so they both felt amazing in different ways. Would you say?
100%, because Street Fighter League is a team event. So that, and we went, you know, Street Fighter League happens within a set amount of time. So day in and day out, as
you're
a
in a
team,
gauntlet.
Exactly, as a team, some days are going well, some days are going bad. You gotta learn how to like motivate your teammates. Your teammates gotta learn how to motivate you. You have to actually learn how your teammates think. Like you sort of have to like build a whole relationship with your teammates, whether you know them well, whether you don't. Otherwise, it's just not gonna work.
That was my last question, but I do gotta ask one more thing because that outfit you have on is so fresh. Is that your merch?
Yeah, the merch. This is definitely mine. I've got a bunch of hoodies, shirts, and this is the new collection. The hats are new and fresh. Bunch of different colors. You know what I mean? I believe there's about 9 of these. And yeah, man, trying to build a brand.
Yo, awesome. I gotta step my game
That's
up.
amazing.
Crazy.
Yo, I did not realize that was your merch. I thought this was, you know, something that was big on the streets that I didn't know about. You know, it's looking amazing.
It's it, bro. I'm like, bro, it look like that says the 4Fields in cursive or something. Like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
now that you mentioned it, I see it.
It says T4P, so it's like the initials, 4Fields.
Okay,
that's sick. That's clean.
Hey,
That's
listen,
clean.
if you want to know how to build your brand, if you want to know how to qualify for a Capcom, if you want to know how to become a pro Street Fighter player, then make sure you guys are following the career of none other than 4Fields. Bro, it's always a pleasure talking to you, and good luck in CPT.
Thank you very much.
Well, I think I know who I need to talk to right now. I need to talk to 4Fields and get some of this marketing strategy here.
I mean, to be fair, shout outs to Fields because, again, young man, young entrepreneur, as you might call it as well, playing video games at a high level, traveling, gallivanting the world. own merch line. I think he's had that merch line since 2021.
Oh, wow.
So it's a little while. It's just you haven't seen it in full abundance. Again, if he had a much bigger following on the platforms, like you'd all see it there. But he's been repping that every time he streams, every time he does his thing.
Too.
So, he's been there. So now, shout outs to Forfields. Honestly, he's still in the bracket, so you will see him in losers top 16.
I mean, honestly, you know, just a little also shout outs to, for example, like Yipes. He's got his own line right
Shout
there,
outs to Yipes.
named after Remix. Shout outs to Remix. Of course, Nelson Reyes was his what would have been his birthday was just a few days ago, if I'm not mistaken. So shout outs to him. The whole brand is named after him. So, but a lot of people in the FGC doing some cool stuff. So,
and I respect it as well. Life moves on, and so should your philosophies and outlooks. Let's go and check out this bracket here as we move on with the bracket. And yes, this is what's happened. Launch and VegaChamp have vacated the premises. They are no longer in the bracket, which means you'll see a potential JP mirror, as James was discussing before the break. Forfields Pingutaro. You'll see Kimberly versus Kenneth Masanu versus Suleiman. But we need to find out. We need to determine who's going to face Shakz and EndingWalker in those remaining loser matches here. We're actually going to move down to Aris Mania going up against Joker Joke. So Aris Mania, that looks like a Chun-Li zip-up hoodie.
I'm just trying to look at his social there. How did he even come up with that number there?
To be fair, if that's not a programming code number, that could be his bank details. Maybe. I don't know if anyone's tried. That could be one of his passwords to his social media account. I don't know. I'm just throwing things out there. But Aris Mania, brilliant work here because, again, he made one of our top 8 in our World Warrior. I think it's World Warrior number 2. He came joint 7th. But the fact that he got up there in such a competitive environment with UK and Ireland returning deserves his own props there. Joker Jokes.
Love seeing him as a captain on Street Fighter League. Love seeing him doing some work there.
He's been playing Street Fighter for as long as I've known him, over 10 years. Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5, using Cammy in Street Fighter 6. Like you said, sponsored by Guild, so he is their main man, the captain there as well. As soon as Street Fighter 6 came out, he was super serious. Said, look, I want to compete. I want to attend as many events as I can. He went to Brussels. He went to Versus Fighting. He's part of the league as well. To be seeing that. And he's got a very interesting style of cameo. I've got to say, I do practice with him a fair bit when I do have the time. One time he actually invited me to play, and I was actually here, and I said, bro, I'm in California with Wi-Fi. If you want to play, you can.
Hey, you know, sometimes it does work here. But I mean, one of the interesting things, I mean, I still remember just happened this last week. You know, he was like, I have some tech against some JP, and he was using the hooligan really elegantly. And so I'd like to see if Joker Jokes has, you know, that kind of hooligan use against other characters. But Chun-Li,
dude, I'm telling you, man, she's got some of the best safe jumps in the game. I think her Oki scenario in general from all of her knockdowns is pretty prevalent this game as well. I'm actually trying to take a little bit of time to learn the character myself. Nice reset there. She's got a few positional specific combos, so they have to be standing or crouching. So she's got some stuff here, like
and honestly, I mean, stand jab, stand light punch.
One of the best light punches in the game.
One of the best light punches in the game, and in particular gives Cammy trouble. I mean, I've seen the Tokido back in the day using the light punch with Ken to beat up on. Wow, resets all over the place.
To be fair, it's perfect parry. So you want to reset the scaling, and because you don't have the charge, you're going to get the maximum damage here. And this is what's been happening, right? You don't really see Chun-Li doing drive rush cancel overhead. She does stance cancel overhead. So she preserves her drive gauge.
All right. Oh, yep. There we see it. That's one of his tricks. That's what he was doing against the JP on Street Fighter League. Drive rush into hooligan in your face, basically.
Well, here's the thing. When you're up close in someone's face, nice dive kick there on defense. You're going to build up the level 3 if need be, but Aris Mania has other ideas, and he's not going to go to the level 3, but nice frame kill there with the Hazan shoot. He can take this first game against Joker here, James.
Yeah. Okay. Wasn't ready. And doesn't even need a single level of that super. And look at this, Aris Mania. Yeah, looking really strong. And again, Chun-Li is another one of those characters that, you know, like DJ, thanks to the 2 offline events and just recent results, Chun-Li is really charging up.
No pun intended.
Yeah. and you know, a character that Japan has long considered to be top 3 in the game.
Again, these 2 characters fell under the category of they just weren't optimized at the time. We were talking about other characters. JP was the fastest character to be optimized. I still stand by that point. Nice throw tip there from Iris Mania. And Joker's using that roundhouse maliciously to burn the drive gauge, because that normal is the one that takes with the most drive gauge out of Cammy's arsenal.
Yeah, of course.
And this is the conversion there, Iris Mania.
Okay, here we go. Drive cancel does find its mark, and Joker Jokes goes for the air combo. Gets a little bit of a corner push there. Light kick, counter hit, but nothing off of that.
Dude, he's having a lot of execution errors here, Iris Mania, and he might actually lose the round because of it. Not quite. There's a hooligan mix-up. And this is what I was going to try and allude to before, right? If you treat her hooligan like Akuma's demon flip, you're onto something. There's 5 options there.
Yeah.
Demon flip was doing the exact same stuff, or very similar thing. Nice Tencho kicks reversal.
Obviously, demon flip being able to hit, the EX one being able to hit on the way up was kind of nice. So, you know.
Well, hooligan's never going to do that, James.
Yeah.
I hope you know that. I'll make sure that Capcom doesn't do that. War splat
I see. It's not going to happen because you'll be at their door right away.
Email, speed dial, anything, you name it.
Yeah, there's a bug in the game, you know, this is hitting on the way up. It's not supposed to.
All right.
Wow, level 3.
Yeah, he's going to just threaten the burnout here. Yeah. I don't have a problem with that. You actually can do it unless Joker does a level 3.
Oh, the standing heavy punch just reaches so far. Yeah, and this is one of the tough things, obviously. Oh, boy. This is not going to be enough to kill.
I don't know, man. That was 2 hits before level 3.
Okay, you know what? I'm never right.
Don't worry, I've been trying to improve.
I should just ask the question. Is it going to kill? That's too late now, dang it.
It was 2 hits before level 3, and when it's like a full combo maximum scaling, the last hit does 10%. That was only 2 hits, so that looked like it was going to do a beefy chunk.
Oh, man. All right. Okay. I'm never going to try to... Oh, God. Again, that's so much damage off of that, too.
And to be fair, against a character like Cammy, roundhouse actually works really well. Because of her aerial superiority, it will work. You're going to go for the stance cancel automatically anyway.
Right.
And that button catches you standing all the time. You're not really going to be crouching all the time.
And we just saw right there one of the reasons why Chun-Li's standing light punches is so strong, even on counter hit, being able to combo in stand medium punch or crouching medium kick.
This conversion there from Joker Jokes. Got Iris Mania in the corner. He's just waiting for something to whip punish. Yeah, double roundhouse there, throwing that with malicious intent. He really wants to consume that drive gauge here. Gets the conversion into the cannon spike.
Oh,
no,
the reset.
Okay.
Nice, but a good perfect parry. A good parry afterwards. Here we go. Going to be able to extend the combo after this. Fully charged.
Side swap with the hooligan. No need.
Just a regular jump, yeah.
That looked like a legitimate meaty though. He went all the way over. Total 40 frames or plus something like that. Just went for a stand medium punch. That jump over did look legit.
Try to perfect parry that jump attack.
He's going to keep an eye on that, only because of the hooligan later. Hooligan is a grab, because it will work. Because every time he sees a hooligan, he's jumping. Or say parrying. But that was a lovely jump.
Yeah, or we might even just see Joker Jokes go for an empty jump into throw, but let's see if he has an opportunity here. He's only got 2 more rounds left, potentially.
Dude, I'm telling you, from what I've seen of Iris Mania's, like, Chun-Li, pretty formidable. Pretty damn solid.
Oh, yeah.
Lightning legs into the Tencho kicks. 1 throw should do it. And he goes for the stomp instead. Oh, he said punish counter. I think he tried to parry. Yeah, he tried to parry. He had no ball to do it.
That down forward heavy kick, I don't know what it is about the momentum, the speed, the arc. I don't know. I get caught by it more than I've ever gotten caught by any of Chun-Li's down forward heavy kicks in my life.
Join the club, James. Nice cannon hit conversion there into the conversion. Got a cannon spike at this time instead of going for a reset. He's very cognizant towards Iris Mania's. There you go. That's what he was looking for before. He didn't get it. Reset trying to grab. He thought he was going to parry. That's why he done it. But this is huge. This is huge.
Oh,
James.
yo, God, that's the scary one right there. Gets the mix-up and going to go into the level 2.
Interesting.
All right. I'm going to get a big juggle off of this.
Safe jump, though. Empty jump through instead here, James. This is last game, last round. And he's going to build the level 1. He will build the level 1. This should do it.
Oh, there goes Joker Jokes out of the tournament. And Iris Mania coming in here with the Chun-Li, catching with the drive impact. And I mean, man, you will never get me more to sympathize with you than losing to a drive impact in the corner like that. It's just, oh, man.
It's let's look at it glass half empty, glass half full, right? I think it's my reward for opening you up in the corner by doing nothing. Right? You got punished for blocking. I got the whole reward for doing it. But look, that seemed to be the tail of the tape, right? He got him with low forward wall splat. He got several other things to wall splat as well. But that just pays homage to how good Chun-Li's corner game can be.
Yeah.
She's always got good Oki scenarios. She's setting up safe jumps. And at that point, okay, crouch reading kick into DI, and you weren't expecting it, right?
And again, standing light punch again, it's just such a difficult thing to deal with.
Punish there. What was interesting as well, I think one of the quotes that I did see it didn't make the final cut, but we did see it. Arismania did say, "I don't like the Kami matchup." That was his quote. We didn't put it on screen for you, but he said, "I don't like the Kami matchup." Funny that, because you did win it. So, and it was 2-1, but as you can see, the wall splat there.
So far, everybody that we've seen who's hated the matchup seems to have been winning that particular match. Like I said, again, those are the ones that you study the most. And when it's a bad matchup, the other player, like you mentioned, JPs probably don't study the Guile matchup as much because, like, they beat 90% of the the bad. They win 90% of the bad matchups that they fight online.
You are correct, but that means Joker Jokes joins Launch and Vega Champ out there. I was looking forward to seeing a bit more Joker Jokes, man, because the guy puts in like a lot of work and he's practicing like so much in this game. It's unfortunate there, but Arismania, please, we gotta put the spotlight on this guy.
Oh yeah,
don't sleep on this Chun-Li, man. We've got a lot of high-level Chun-Lis that you do not know about in EU, right? We've got them there. They're not top level, they're not Valmasters level, but we've got some Chun-Li players that will upset you. Arismania is one of the names I've got down that list here. So he'll be going up against Shakz's Luke. I got a lot to say about that matchup as well when we get to that point, because we did see Shakz and we saw Mena and Valmaster play that CPT front.
I mean, honestly speaking, Valmaster might be like top 3 Chuns in the world.
He might be the best in the world.
He might be best in the world. I mean, I think the only person who's really kind of there is Moke, right? So it's Moke and 2
different styles.
Yeah, very different styles actually. So it's hard to find anybody, compared to Valmaster. But again, Arismania looking really strong, and like I said, that Chun-Li is just shooting up the tier charts.
All right, so we got to move over to our last round 1 top 16 match here, which is Shivs going up against Mopulapo. So yes, there you go, nice picture of the Shivs there smiling. Again, over the past couple of years, he's done some huge self-improvement as a person. So I'm pretty proud of how far Shivs has come as a player and as a person as well. So shouts to see him here.
I mean, you're only saying nice things because you're his hero, right? So
be quiet. Do not, don't. I'm not going down there. I told James a story off camera, and he's going to hold it against me now. But there's certain things FGC learn about me over time off camera, and like Shivs actually caught something I probably shouldn't have seen him catch, but you know what? I'm not his hero. Not all heroes wear capes, by the way.
And Mopulapo, 36 years old here, a little bit more on the veteran side of things, perhaps. A long-time Street Fighter player?
Well, listen, Mopulapo has a very unorthodox style in Street Fighter games. I like his bravado. I hope he doesn't confuse it with delusion sometimes. But he's the ripple in the waves for me, because he could have an extremely good run. He could actually beat someone that could be a favorite to win a tournament, and you wouldn't put it on the cards. Myself and Efo, we did speak to Mopulapo about Ken. You're using Ken, but it might not be the Mopulapo choice. I do think he should try DJ, but he might try DJ after the CPT run. Speaking of which, we were talking about Shivs. We do have a quote from Shivs. Let me find out what this man has said. If I make it back to top 8, I will ask this girl on a date. Is that Manon? Whoa. Is that Manon? Is that Jury? Is he hit someone up? If he's talking to someone, that's great.
Isn't that adding extra pressure on yourself here at this point, or
not really?
Or does he make it so he feels like if he loses, then he doesn't have to ask, and now he doesn't have to go through that stress, right? So
look, it's either. This is a whole nother topic. Oh man. Okay, I'll try.
Street Fighter. Let's talk Street Fighter.
I'll try and be succinct as can be. Right, just like in a bracket, you enter a tournament, and look, okay, you see how far you can go. If you make it to the finals or you win, perfect. There's no pressure because you didn't expect yourself to go that far. If you put your unnecessary pressure on yourself, then obviously certain things come into play. You stop between a rock and a hard place, so on and so forth. Let's just put it as, in layman terms, he's shooting a shot, right?
Right.
If he gets far, it makes the top 8. Bravo. If he wins the tournament, bravo. Added bonus. Another conversation to add at the dinner table that he'll be paying for. That's right. If you're going to ask her out, pay for the dinner, mate.
I mean, look, I've had whole conversations about like relationships all in Street Fighter terms. I think one of my friends said one time, he's like, you know, you try to ask a girl out, it's like playing like footsies, and if you get swept, don't worry, you'll get up again, you know, kind of thing. So,
right. I mean, some women don't give you the light of day these days. Well, I mean, if you come with that awkward manner, they're not going to give you the light of day. Anyway, taking the Street Fighter terms, just don't talk about Street Fighter on the table. Unless she's really that interested, don't talk about Street Fighter on the table. Just say,
I have
top
heard
8.
some horror stories about FGC people talking. Anyways, okay, let's get to this match over here. Obviously, yeah, I know. Shivs with the Jury. Now, Jury is an interesting character because I remember when the game came out, everybody was like, "This character is super busted." Jury hasn't really quite had this, you know, the results. I feel like to really kind of. You know, I feel like Jury and Cammy both are characters who are really strong, but so far their results haven't quite shown that strength.
So here's the thing, right? Off the jump, like you said, off rip, she was pretty good. The toolset's there. She's been good since the beta.
Yes.
She's been good since the beta. For me, Jury is the character that will show up at 9 o'clock and clock out at 5. And you get the exact same result throughout the day. It's not bad, but there's no reason for me to like give you Employee of the Month.
Right.
It's just super consistent, and it hasn't changed. It's only gone. She's probably gone down a couple of pegged a couple down things because people have gotten better, more optimized. But she hasn't necessarily changed. And sometimes when you talk to people about Jury, it's like, right, am I losing to Jury? Am I losing to the system?
Right.
Because it's drive rush punch, medium punch, drive rush stand, medium kick. She's got a throw loop. She's got a semi-dive kick. She's got potent buttons, nice combos as well to work with. That's an incredibly efficient character, right?
I do want to add one thing,
Talk to me.
If you're a manager, don't reward people working overtime, man. That's bad culture right there. You want to reward people for doing the job right. All right, let's get to this matchup.
I mean, as long as you stick to your end of the bargain, I have to do the job that says on the job description and not give me 8 other jobs afterwards. It's another story entirely.
Oh man,
we're talking about different things outside of Street Fighter. Can you believe?
I don't know. We're getting into life over here, so you know, let's.
Please don't sack us tomorrow. Anyway. All right, so yeah, like I said, Mopolapo, his Ken has been improving over time. I just don't see the Mopolapo factor in the Ken.
Okay.
Ken gets the job done for him, and he's learned a lot. But we'll see how this works. He's already in burnout here already. Want to jump in? Can he go for the Dragon Last side shot? He will.
Yep, and there you go. One of the powers of Ken is that he doesn't have to spend a lot of meter to get a lot of the benefits that, you know, a lot of other characters have to spend meter for. Oh, he drops the combo!
And you know what? I don't blame him for doing that drive impact there. Because it wouldn't have, the counter DI wouldn't have killed Mopolapo, but just to get him to think.
Yeah. And I mean, I think he was probably thinking perhaps that Mopolapo did not have enough life to take that drive impact.
No, he did. He definitely did.
Yeah,
he might have thought
he
that,
did. Yeah, he might have thought that, but he definitely had. Oh, look at that. The jab check on the overhead. The run overhead. And there you go. The drive rush. Oh, he drops his combo, though.
Looking too good here for Shivs at the moment. Punish counter throw there, and he tried to do an arbitrary dash, regular dash that people should be utilizing a bit more. Mopolapo trying to sneak him another throw there, but didn't quite work out. Now, whoever gets the convergence to level 3 is going to be in a huge advantageous position here, James.
Yeah, and you can see Shivs is just doing such a good job using the buttons that he has available to him. Gonna go for that level 3. That forward heavy kick, the standing, the forward heavy punch and the standing heavy kick of Jury. Such great footsies buttons.
She does have a good, solid set, array of buttons, and I have said this before. I said this to David last week. In terms of the philosophy, I think he articulated better than I did. I do think Cammy's a better version of Jury. Jury's incredibly consistent, but I think their philosophy, Cammy's did it way better than Jury.
I mean, for me, it just really comes down to their drive rushes. Jury's drive rush might be the second best drive rush in the game.
Longest. I think it's the longest one.
And, you know, I personally think Cammy has one of the worst drive rushes in the game. So
Hooligan as well.
Yeah.
Oh, nice drop check there to stop the overhead. Going to get the full conversion and restock on one of the through her stores there. While he gets 2 more there, Shivs.
He's got a whole 3 stocks right now, so he's pretty dangerous. But
well, I mean, it's irrelevant now because he's going to lose all of them.
He died.
My man did a night shift restacking of the shells and just tumbled everything over.
Oh man! All right, let's see. if Shivs can prevent Mopalapo from tying it up 1-1 here. He's down 1 round to nothing right now. Gonna go in there, yep, throw out that fireball just to keep himself safe. But there's that side switch again. See, no meter spent right there from Ken to get that side switch.
Well, let's see if we're... Oh, no,
too late,
this is huge, and he's going to cash out here, and he's going to go for Feng Shui Engine, which means he wants to take him straight to the corner.
Yeah,
Actually,
I
no,
like
said,
that.
look for the burnout instead of the positional advantage. This is good, because now he can look to stun him.
And yeah, this is such a... And especially when you're in the middle of Feng Shui Engine, that drive impact can come at any time, and you have no idea, and you might not even have a chance right now. Oh, he went for the empty jump, and you know what? Mopalapo was going to hit buttons on that.
Why not? Because I'm not sure. Because, yeah, if he pressed the button at the same frame, the safe jump would have worked. I think he should have blocked. So I think he just banked on an empty jump happening there. Different scenarios going to happen, but they're all theoretical at this point. Mopalapo looking to equalize his Shivs. He's looking to take this 2-0 here.
And there's that forward heavy punch. One of the things that makes it tricky is it has a long startup, but the long startup isn't really telegraphed.
Yes, that's right.
So the hit just kind of comes out of nowhere sometimes.
Boy, there you go. Gonna get the conversion here. Trying to go for a sneaky delayed jab there, look like there from Shivs.
Yeah,
Mopalapo needs his level 3. He needs a level 3 conversion now, James.
He needs to find a hit. And, oh, what an ODDP right there. Yep. Blows up the drive rush cancel, and that makes it so that Mopalapo spending that meter and burning himself out is...
He can just DI him. Yeah, that's it. He can just DI him because it was unexpected. Oh, the disrespect.
Wait, what?
The disrespect.
Is there history here?
I don't know.
Or is this just Shivs?
This is just Shivs. He can be an evil person.
Did he learn that from you?
No,
I mean,
James. No, don't go there, James. I don't teach this man. He's better than me at Street Fighter. I learned from him, just not in that regard. Maybe his controller wasn't working. I don't know. But, all right, listen. Solid performance there. This is what happens when you drop man on and fully commit to Jury. It's been working out from there. Mopalapo, again, showed signs of life. I feel when I watch him play Ken, it's just ticking boxes. Does he do this? Does he do that? Does he get the job done here? Okay, everyone's fearful of Ken. We'll take advantage of that.
I mean, you were telling me before the broadcast started he was a boxer player before, and so you feel like DJ, who's kind of the new boxer in this game, would work for him. And, you know, obviously DJ is considered a strong character as well. A lot of people currently consider Ken stronger than DJ. Now,
why did the production team slow that down? Is it something you guys didn't catch in the back? Why'd you slow that down? Come on.
But, I mean, what's important to mention, though, is that, yes, sometimes... Obviously, pick a top tier is a phrase, is an advice in the philosophy
going down
of
in the Hall of Fame, of
right?
course.
But the thing about it is sometimes it might not actually be your best course of action because what people, I mean, there's a reason why when you start maining a character, I mean, you know, for me, my bond with Cammy came from Super Turbo. You have a bond with Poison, for example. There's a reason we gain these bonds with these characters because you go to war with them for so long and you just gain this attachment. And a lot of times that kind of attachment is what will make you better with a certain character, even if they're not top tier, right? And so... you know, I know a lot of people say, you know, that's what you should do is pick a top tier, but honestly, there is a lot of reason not to as well. Find the character that's top tier for you.
Oh, that's a good way of putting it. Look, we'll see. Because the competitive season for Mopalapo theoretically should be over, I don't think he has any plans to go to the LCQ.
Okay.
Take this time to learn DJ, or maybe just wait until season 2. We'll see what happens there.
Oh, is he not in the World Warrior standings? Okay.
Nope. So that means Vega Champ, Launch, Joker Jokes, and Mopalapo are now out of the bracket. So commiserations, boys, thank you very much for joining us here. But now we've got to set up for our round 2 matches here. These are the qualification matches for the top 8 tomorrow. So who will join RainPro, MysticSmash, Shakz, and Lex there as well. So this is where things get real down and dirty here in the UK. So can't wait to see that. So we should have our JP Mirror next.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, for Phil's going up against Ping Taro. And, you know, this is always a tricky one here because now, obviously, that -2 that we were talking about on the spike makes a very big difference here because if you block a spike, the person who blocked the spike can spike before you. So you have to be a little careful once the other JP.
This sounds like if I spike, you spike, but if I spike back, I can spike you here in the spikiest way manner. Right?
Exactly.
So it's like, what? It's like, what the hell did you just say? It's like, yeah, I know that you can't do this.
Yeah, we're bringing, I mean, for those of you in the U.S., we're bringing back Spike TV right now. That's what we're going to be watching here in this match here. So
look at that, 4 years apart, 22, 4 Phils, and Pingutaro 8 and 18. Look, this is very good that we're seeing this new talent come through here. We saw it with someone, I can't remember the guy's name, he escapes me now. He actually played JP as well. David might remember, but the guy was 16.
Oh, okay.
Tomoe, I think it's Tomoe something. I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean, we've been seeing some, I mean, I just recently did guest commentary for a Mexican league, basically, and one of their players there was like, I think they said he was like 14 or 15 or something like that, a Kimberly player. It's crazy.
Hairstyles are different, outfits different. No one's using outfit 3.
Yeah, I know.
I know Launch did, but you guys should use outfit 3. Come on.
But at least they use different costumes. Makes it a little easier to follow. 4 Phils in the classic and Pingutaro in the coat.
JP's ostentatious. He'll always just impress. We like that. Nice conversion into the skybox swipe then. He's going to set up shop with that departure. And I kind of see this similar to Gal, right? Whoever puts out the departure first, the other guy's got to respect it just for a moment in time.
Phils is trying so hard to get past the projectiles.
You know, he held that for the whole jump. He held that high for the whole jump. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Unfortunately, 4 Phils just ate like 4 spikes in a row on the other side of the screen at one point. But he's still fighting here. It's not over just yet. He gets a punish counter throw. That's 20% right there.
DI, and he got him. He can actually win this round. I think he's going to do level 2. He's not going to do level 2 though. I think he could have done level 2 outside now.
Yeah, I know. I feel like he could have. That's good. Oh, I thought that was going to connect.
I'm not sure what Phils did there, but wherever he did, it did not work. And Pingutaro takes that round. I love the production team because they go hat to no hand.
Oh yeah, I see that. Okay. There you go.
Teleports in and gets the conversion, but I think he was expecting to block the departure shadow there.
Nice. He was ready for the teleport. So it looks like Pingutaro's going to spend the level 3.
Well, he's right in his face. He could probably dash up and go for a throw or something because he's not going to do the bar for EX departure. So he might go forward. Yeah. He can dash up and do a throw. Because I believe when you whiff a light, you're like +3 or +4, so the throw connects meaty.
Right, and so basically there's no way to interrupt it. All you can do is backdash, jump, or tech.
Oh, he had amnesia if you wanted to do that.
Oh, true, yeah.
Backs away here, and then gets an empty jump throw. Good choice there from 4 Phils. Oh, okay, there you go. There's an ace.
I mean, honestly, maybe that was one of the reasons why 4 Phils probably took that throw. Maybe he was hoping that Pingutaro would be scared of the amnesia, you know, but Pingutaro so far has been dominating this matchup, like, by a lot.
For sure. And these guys have played a fair amount of JP between the two of them there. Now, is that going to be the round that will? Because you will get an extension. I can't remember if it's a specific swipe that he gets the juggle potential off, because I know he can reset to crouch fierce, but you can get the level 1 there as well. And Pingutaro is looking to send 4 Phils out of the bracket.
Yeah. And again, just catching with those overhead phantoms every once in a while. There we go. And just manually triggers the departure again. Yeah, you talked about in the Guile matchup, you know, letting it rock and trigger by itself, because then you're free to do whatever you want. But Phil seems to manually trigger it a lot.
But I think he just doesn't want, like, Pingutaro to move forward or catch him by surprise there. So I can kind of understand it. And then you still get some damage on the punish counter when it still connects there as well. Overhead conversion.
That was nice.
This is huge. He might have to spend. He's going to have to spend.
Yeah, level 1. Oh, wait,
and no. He should have done level 1, my friend.
Oh, boy. Oh, that almost could have been a punish on that landing, but yeah, jumping again, even with the amnesia bombs on him. Not worried about that.
Command grab. Round start to counter. Oh, man. I think he's going to do that command grab regardless anyway.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to be cheeky at the start right there.
These jumps are not working, mate. You keep getting crouch fist each and every time. He's expecting to do a parry on his defense there, but he's not doing it. And he's going to convert into interdiction once again, James. And this time, we might see an EX departure. Unless Phils wakes up with a super. Let's find out. Yes, he's going to do his departure, close the gap. Good block.
Oh, but it's a plus, and I don't know what
Reset's coming.
Tried.
Reset's coming. Oh!
He tried to fake it right there. He went for the fake phantom. Now 4 Phils got... Oh, what was that?
He's got a level. Yes, this is a good choice. This is a brilliant choice, because now he can close the gap.
Yeah.
But he's just going to try and chip him out.
Oh, no. He didn't... I feel like he didn't get the advantage out of that he really needed.
He was playing from full. Oh, and they both did jump roundhouse at extremely similar timing. but Pingutaro takes it over 4 fields there. What a performance from Pingutaro today, right? Coming through.
18 years young, man. 18 years young here, and showing just how fast he's been able to acclimate himself to this game.
And look, that's the thing, man. We're still in the first year. He's had so much fun playing JP. Obviously, I was extremely familiar with this man when we watched World Warrior number 2 or 3. And I said, look, he's top 8. He's top 8 here for a reason. And I think on his Twitter account or somewhere, he did say crouching media punch is one hell of a button and takes you places. Something like that. I'm just paraphrasing here. But no, how he optimizes JP, I like the way he's played this matchup as well. Not necessarily fight fire with fire, but I'll show you why. You might need to put gasoline in certain areas, you know, in this matchup. Gets the conversions there. And I think I like that he was not afraid or deterred by what 4Fields was doing, because 4Fields got pretty obstinate with the jumps. He just kept crouch facing.
I was just about to say that. I felt like 4Fields was maybe playing into what Pingutaro wanted more, because like I said, he also got zoned a little bit at one point in time, getting caught by the spikes, and then he kept trying to jump in. It's like it's almost like 4Fields actually was too scared to try to play his JP game and force Pingutaro to do something.
Let's just say that's paying homage or paying huge respect to how strong JP can be on the ground, that you got to resort to your air options. And even then, when you do empty jump JP, you can actually make crouch fierce whiff at a certain range. You can empty jump throw for the parry, or you can try and make crouch fierce whiff. I think there's just a misjudgment on the range, and even then, you still want to land the jumping because you land an overabundance of damage in this game from certain avenues.
Yeah, and even if they block it, it's just so much plus frames, right? I mean, that's the power of the jump in, right? Is to get all those plus frames on the jump attack and make it really hard for the opponent to know what's going to come next. But unfortunately, as you mentioned, maybe a little bit too jump happy.
It happens. Maybe that might be the Falk in him. I don't know. Falk could jump a lot.
Jump gunshot, right? I mean, it was kind of good.
It was a fun mini game back in Street Fighter 5. I'll tell you that. But yes, no, 4Fields is out of the tournament, unfortunately. There, so that means one of my personal favorites is out of the tournament. But Pingutaro, congratulations for making top 8 losers side, young man. Thoroughly deserved there. So he'll be awaiting the winner of Muscle Noob and Suleiman. But now, James, you spoke about this Buckler's Bootcamp thing before. Now, the production team have been telling me there's something else attached to that. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, actually, it's Pockest right here. So this actually gives you a chance where you can play the mini game. This is on Buckler's Bootcamp over here, and you can develop your character by training cute dot characters. And the service is based on the motto "Praise and Develop," which is the intention of Buckler's president. Of course, is that Luke? I guess that counts as that's Luke. I'm pretty sure.
Could be your avatar guy.
Feel free to register as a member, and then let's work up a good sweat together. As you can see there, the Ryu. There's also the Ken down there.
You all can work up a sweat. I'm not.
But yeah, that is the Pockest game that you can play on Buckler's Bootcamp. So definitely check that out. This is all on the Street Fighter website.
Well, yes, no, as you say that there, and it helps improve, and it's part of the Buckler's Bootcamp where you can train your character. How about you train your digestive system and reward it with some Chipotle? Because again, for limited time only, David loves my pronunciation. The carne asada, it's there. I got it wrong again. It is there for a limited amount of time. I bet David is laughing right now at his screen. Shout out to Ultra David, really appreciate him. And you can download the app and get back on the grill for a limited amount of time. Again, much love to Chipotle for partnering up with Capcom for the first year of Street Fighter 6. I really, really enjoy that. And of course, you're going to see more of this soon. That's what I will say that as well, because we still have our Unwrapped segment to do later.
That'll be later. But for now, we're going to take a quick break once again and find out who the last 3 players are going to be to play tomorrow in the top 8, where the stakes get higher and the matches get longer. So don't go anywhere, guys. 3 more matches right after this break.
Chipotle's carne asada is back. It's our most tender cuts of steak, grilled and seasoned with cumin, oregano, and coriander. Finished with fresh lime and hand-chopped cilantro. Carne asada. This is our best steak ever.
Time to work, time to work. When inhaled, coriamyrtin blocks the gamma-aminobutyric acid receptors in the central nervous system, causing spasmodic muscle contractions.
Master, it's a work of art! It's perfect!
What to do with you now? So, shall we put him out of his misery? Time for some experimentation. I bet poison would work wonders on you. I wouldn't move if I were you. Poison's on the menu. I'm finished with you. I have you. It's over. My order's dead. Let's do now. Here, there, then here, and... My magnum opus! Is my poison kicking in?
Street Fighter 6.
I present the Hunter from Komura.
This is my moment. Coming for it all, just show me my opponent. Wanna be great, I'm a legend in the making. And this is mine for the taking.
Cause I got what it takes to be on top. I'm number one cause I don't stop.
Hard gas, no brakes, high stakes.
I don't act tough till the tussle let them fold ya.
Non-stop, you ready or not? When it's all said and done, I'ma be on the top. 3, 2, 1. I'm ahead of the game, they'll remember my name.
We are joined with one of the most prolific players from the United Kingdom, and it's been like that for a very long time. Of course, I'm talking about Shakz. What's going on with you, bro?
Yo, what's going on? I'm good.
How do you feel going from Street Fighter V to Street Fighter 6 now, and your chances at this CPT event? Because I see you've ramped up pretty well. You've been getting good results in the World Warrior program, and now you got your first CPT qualifier. How are you feeling going into it?
Yeah, no, I definitely feel quite confident about it because like all the 5 World Warriors that happen in the UK, I've placed like pretty consistently well. I haven't managed to get a win yet. I almost did, or last week. That was the highest place. I got second there. But I'm going into this game actually. I'm usually known to have like multiple characters in my arsenal, and I've decided in this game I'm just gonna only just play one character, and I feel like Luke is the perfect pick for me because he doesn't really have any matchups where I need to swap with another character for. So now I'm definitely looking forward to the regional finals.
And of course, the regional finals and of course the CPT Online, that's all for the Capcom Pro Tour. But you are also someone who has been in both seasons now of Street Fighter League. Of course, right now you're playing for Team Wolves, and I see you got your first debut and everything too for the season. How did that feel for you, and how's Street Fighter League been so far?
Oh no, that was huge for us. We didn't have a good start. Week 1 we played against BK Rock. We didn't get any points for that. So that win kind of lifted up the spirit for the team, which we definitely needed. So hopefully many more wins to come. For me personally, I definitely like playing in singular tournaments. So
yeah.
I don't want to have that feeling where if I mess up, someone might get upset about it. I like just going into a game 1v1, and that's all I'm focused on.
When I did Street Fighter League, I felt the same way. Like, man, every L hits, so you're disappointed. So much more disappointed. So it's definitely a lot more emotional weight. But in singles, I know it's all on you,
man. And last thing I ask you about, of course, if you do go ahead and win this event, the CPT Online, then you're already in Cup. Even if that did not happen, you already qualified for the World Warrior Regional Finals. Your first round matchup is Muscle Noob. That's a big guy, dog. He's swole. How do you feel about that matchups, and how do you fare against him?
Muscle Noob's a very good player actually. We've been playing a lot recently on ranked match, and honestly, it's just been going back and forth between us. So I feel like we understand each other very well, and it's not going to be a character matchup thing. It'll definitely be a player matchup thing because we understand our player tendencies, like what we'd like to do on defense, offense. So it's just literally on the day who makes the right reads will come out on top.
Hey man, look, I'm telling y'all right now, y'all need to make sure y'all check out my man Shakz Instagram too. One of the freshest dudes in the FGC, and of course a phenomenal player. Good luck with making it in the Capcom Cup, bro.
Thank you very much, guys.
Shouts to Rob and Brian for interviewing Shakz there. Shakz just looked like that was the first time he's ever done a Zoom call on his phone. with how close he was to the phone and everything. Yeah, okay. Was it upside down?
Your production zoom in on us, So
but yeah, no, look, Shakz is still in the tournament, so you will see him in our next match, or the penultimate match of the day here. First, what we got to go through is the second match of the losers round 2 top 16 side, which will be Suleiman going up against Muscle Noob here. And obviously, we heard Shakz in the interview really pay his respects to Muscle Noob, man. The guy, he invests a lot of time and hours into his streaming.
He's swole.
He is. No, I met him in person earlier this year, and cause I'm taller than him, but his arms are out there. So I'm not ever gonna pick a fight with him. If he says Ken's the best in the game, I'll be like, whatever you say, bro.
Well, you're taller than him. Just tower over him, right? Just try to look as threatening.
I'm not trying to do like some Street Fighter Alpha front cover with a lot of people. I'm not trying to tower over certain people anyway.
All right, fair. I mean, I can stand in the background. The Sakura character.
If you want, you can do. But yes, both these guys from up north, obviously Suleiman from Scotland, Muscle Noob from Liverpool, getting game down. And you will see Muscle Noob in the regional final as well. Suleiman, he's going to try and get as far as he can. We've already got one Kimberly in the top 8. Maybe we can get another one here, but I'm not sure the head-to-head between these two when I see them playing online tournaments just in regular, or maybe the bracket reset World Warrior. But Ken does give Kimberly a pretty rough time.
Yeah, and especially that corner position again as well.
Yes.
Ken, the range is on his button. That standing heavy punch, right? It's such a good button. And Kimberly just doesn't have anything of that range, right? I mean, it's her standing medium kick. She's got a crouching heavy kick, which has a little bit more range than that standing medium kick, but that's it. That crouching medium kick is very punishable. I mean, crouching heavy kick is punishable on block, obviously, and all of Ken's buttons outrange her standing medium kick.
Well, I imagine Kimberly's problem from the jump when the game was officially released back in June 2nd was limited footsie tools. And people will slow down at some point. I know that's not Kimberly's like MO. That's not the main objective here. But at some point, people will slow you down. And that's gonna. I think he tried to mess up to see if the can would hit, so he messed up his conversion. But boy, did that not work out. So we're gonna have to resort to plan B here.
Oh, he tried to fake the fuzzy that time and just went for the no DP juggle right there. So I guess he wanted a little bit more pressure. So that's going to be punishable. Yeah. Right there, a little too close with that standing medium kick. Gonna go into the level 1 to be able to kill off of this. Doesn't even need the can, doesn't have it. He's gonna have to refill. Of course, her can count doesn't change between rounds.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to manually replenish it himself over time. If he doesn't get himself into a dangerous spot like he did just there, Drive rushes in with the stand fierce, and he's trying to throw off Muscle anti again with the Shoryuken. But a lot of people respect Kimberly's jumping because of the elbow drop. They rather just not risk it entirely there. Trying to buffer the crowd speed.
Yeah, and you actually saw Suleiman actually back off a little bit because I think he was trying to threaten refilling those cans, but then immediately Muscle move with the EX, the OD Fireball.
I think he should spend the level 3. Let's find out if he does it. Look at the good call. This is croucher specific.
Oh, he went for a reset instead and gets the kill off of that, intentionally whiffing the heavy Jinrai so that he can get the overhead surprise.
No, this is huge. I've seen a lot of pivotal execution errors today, and this is a big one. Vagabond Edge into Ninja Star Cypher for the buff again in the final round of a game change. This could be game-changing here. Unless Muscle has other plans. Is he going to try and bait something? No, he doesn't. Goes to the crouch fist run +2 frame advantage.
Oh, what a perfect parry right there. And now finally throws doing normal damage for Kimberly.
Nice Shoryuken. That's where you can Shoryuken the elbow drop right in the corner.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed, basically.
Okay. Still even in life here, but the problem is Muscle Noob has all that meter right now.
But he needs either the overhead conversion into the level 3 or he needs a button drive rush cancel into the level 3. That's what he needs.
Well, he's almost in the critical art territory, and that drive reversal actually going to put him into that state. Oh my god! What? He didn't kill him!
Dude, what's going on
Oh
here?
no! Oh, he was too far away! He was too far away! Oh no! If that Shin kick connected, that would have been a level 3, and that would have been the end of it. But just at max range, not going to hit.
Are you telling me Shin kick doesn't always connect?
I mean, look, I'm surprised, to be honest with you, that it didn't connect. Oh no, DP! I think he had it. He walked forward at the last second because I think he was trying to input that DP a little too late. Yep, going to confirm into the dive kick afterwards.
What a backdash. Into the Dragon Lash side swap here, and again, he's just going to pepper him in the corner. And this is where Kimberly really suffers against a character like Ken here. Only got one stop.
Oh, the meaty.
That's it.
Yeah, and converts on the crouching, so you get the medium Jinrai combos.
Trade there, and the frame advantage looks like it was in Masanu's favor. We're going to run Tatsu straight to the corner here. Still limited in defensive options, so Suleiman has to get right a lot.
Actually, if Suleiman had actually just let the jump rock, he would have at least crossed up and gotten to the other side. This is going to be a good situation, but I love the backdash from Muscle Noob. And yeah, that forward heavy kick, you got to go for the drive parry afterwards because you know the top players are going to go for the standing light punch to stop all the different hops.
All right, there you go. Going to go for the target combo off the back throw here, and that's going to be, parry, replenish as much drive gauge as possible. I think he needs to convert to the level 3 as soon as possible. He's not going to do that. He's taking a big risk
here. There's the fuzzy!
Oh, that's going to be the round.
Yeah, and he's going to be able to get the level 3 here. There we go. And he's going to power up, so he's going to start the next round again. I mean, Kimberly starts at 90% damage, so the level 3 gives her 100% damage, but she does get the speed boost, which is the most important part.
Hey man, whenever you use that level 3, no one's complaining. The fact that you just get a boost outside of the damage and taking the burnout, or the drive gauge for the burnout potentially as well, no one's complaining about the parameters it increases. So. All right, there you go. Gets the forward throw. Can he drive rush in again? He will do so here. Does Muscle move, and he's got a level 3 ready and waiting in his tank.
Didn't try to single hit confirm. Oh no!
That might be a rat.
Yeah.
I think that's.
Oh no! He drops it. He went too early on that, but still manages to get the hit anyway. So, you know, I mean, I know we call that the American reset, but obviously this is UK. So,
I mean, Ken's an American character, man.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so we'll tie it to
I'll
the
give
character.
You that one.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
I'll give you that one.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But yes, it means. Oh boy, this is back and forth, isn't it? This is back and forth.
You see the jump back right.
Oh, what a buckle from the crouch medium punch.
Wow, so far. There's that whip heavy kick for the frame kill, and now stops the drive rush, and here we go. How does Suleiman get out of this corner situation?
I mean, that's always been the thing, isn't it? But he's been fighting his way tooth and nail.
Standing medium kick, standing medium kick.
Oh, good choice, because he's going to nearly burn out. Yeah, that's a very good choice. And he tried to do...
but punish counter.
Yeah, he tried to do the hidden variable teleport. Didn't quite work out there. I respect it, because you still want to do the fireball. You can't parry it. If you get the timing wrong, it's not going to work. He tried something else to avoid it entirely, but Masanu was 10 steps ahead here. Like a bondage for the knockdown again. Nice delay on the jab as well.
Yeah, but didn't convert it into the Magline. Oh, what the heck?
What was that?
That was definitely not what he wanted. Might have been just walking back and forth with a crouch in there, and then accidentally came out with that when he tried to do standing medium kick or something.
Hey, look, man, you make those kind of mistakes, you actually lose an entire round for it.
Yeah. Oh, no, and now a mistake there from Muscle Lube, but he still manages to finish up. That's twice now. He is really living up to this U.S. character. He went for 2 American resets.
Listen, James, some people turn mistakes into miracles, I'll have you know. Right? And that's exactly what Muscle Noob did there. Overcome and gets it 2-1 there. Suleiman, I reckon if he didn't have 1 or 2 drops, this could have been a different scenario we could be looking at.
It's like the Bob Ross philosophy, right? There's just only happy mistakes here, so, you know.
Listen, it's a life thing to live by. Happy accidents, happy mistakes. I'll take it any day of the week. Yeah, listen, things started off really well for Suleiman, getting the conversions, using Ninja Star Cypher when need be, had the reset. He's very audacious in some of the resets that he went for, because I'm thinking, we're just the third person perspective here, so we're just looking, it's like, dude, it's safe to do level 3 here, but he's confident in the scenario because he's the one driving at the wheel.
I just realized that's a Zeku color of...
yes, it is.
Yeah, okay, that's nice.
I'll tell you something funny that you talk about the colors, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure Chun-Li's undercover cop outfit in SF5, that's one of the colors.
Oh,
the jacket's
really?
bright yellow and she's got like dark black or grey jeans.
Oh, you mean for the Ken color, you mean,
yeah, the
right?
Ken color.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But yes, we're going to see Muscle Noob going up against Pingutara in Ken versus JP.
Classic, the lore matchup right there.
You can't have a top 8 without those two, right?
Yeah,
I mean, unless you're EU West, but...
I always love the fact that, you know, those 2 characters turned out to be so strong in this game because they're like the main lore characters, right? The main plot revolves around them, so...
What, the rich man and the poor man?
Yeah. Well, the rich man who turned poor, kind of, or something. Anyways... we just saw the interview with Shakz, and of course that'll be coming up next, but we also saw Aris Mania with that Chun-Li, really strong Chun-Li taking out Joker Jokes earlier, and so yeah, that's the matchup that we're going to see coming up over here. Another match of very, very potent characters.
So, like, at one point, I was told that Chun-Li does beat Luke. That's what I heard at one point. And then I tried to really look into this because it falls under the whole Gal versus JP thing. And I was like, okay, I just see Luke's winning this matchup. Now, if Chun-Li dominates the neutral, makes things difficult for Luke, okay, that's fine. But guess what? Luke can actually whiff punish Chun-Li's nose, crouch medium punch, you know, the infamous button, notorious button, get a full conversion straight to the corner. I've seen a lot of Chun-Li players lose because they fireball. If you don't find the weakness, no, because they walk back and they fireball, and the guy just happens to jump.
Yeah,
and it's just like, that's how you lost. It wasn't any blemish the character has by herself because she has little to no blemishes. It's just that you happen to fireball, and that guy decided to hold up, and you lose.
And sometimes it just happens. And I mean, we've seen that a couple of times already today, you know.
We have. And of course, as well, when Luke tries to use Sandblaster, if he overuses Sandblaster, she can Hazanchu over it, you know, perfect parry, get a conversion from there. So Chun-Li has got the tools.
I'm wondering, I mean, she could also go into stance and try to slide under that, but that has a little bit limited range, right?
I think it's just easier to use Hazanchu, to be honest, like in general. And I think that because I equate things to, like I said, I look at this matchup as a glass half empty, glass half full. But why I'm looking at it from Luke's perspective is the tools he can use to counter Chun-Li's dominance in the matchup, and his damage output is higher. Right, in most regards. Unless we talk about the anti-air conversion with the Sand Roundhouse to get the drive rush cancel here and there. But I do think Luke his damage output exponentially beats Chun-Li's in a lot of areas.
I mean, there was that one match, I think it was in the offline France one, right, where I forgot what the situation was, but Luke got that hit and just did like 70, right, and 75.
I put that combo to it. Now, some people are going, Luke's been doing this since like day one. I said, okay, I tried to explain this to someone. I said, there's doing the combo and showing people on social media, and then seeing someone do that in a match, right? And I'm pretty sure, I can't remember, I think Boundmaster did something by accident, And all me and F-Word saw were just heavies.
Yeah. I think it was the level 2 that he blocked, and then it was just like drive rush. It was like heavy kick.
He baited him. Yes, I remember.
It was like drive rush, heavy kick, crouch fierce, drive rush, heavy kick, crouch fierce. It was just
now,
like...
I didn't see the whole thing. When I went in training mode and saw it did 69%, no pun intended, I was like, bro, like, what is this?
That's nice damage right there.
Yeah, very nice damage.
Oh, man.
Again! He plays very similar to what Vega Patch does with Chun-Li. If he can find a way to overhead reset into the standing heavy patch,
no. Fading out. And that's a perfect right there.
So what this means, people, it's hard to be cognizant or vigilant towards where people are going to go for overhead. You have to mash your DP, you just have to stand up. And that's safe on block, by the way, the overhead.
Right. And you know what the nice thing about it is? That stance is silent. She had no voice lines.
Good point.
You know, so it comes out of nowhere, really, honestly.
So that's a stealthy stance cancel.
Yeah. And not only that, but, you know, because it doesn't count as a special move, it counts as a unique attack that she has.
Oh, so she will never be put in a punish kind of state, right?
Yeah, well, not just that, but also that means you can cancel moves that normally aren't cancelable.
Yes, that's right.
So you're not thinking about that move being cancelable into something sometimes, you know, so.
Oh, what a perfect carry. Limited punish there, very weak punish, but he'll take the punish counter throw. He'll get the burnout, but he'll also get the round, so pick your poison at this point. But he still conserves his super art meter here, James. That's the big one going into this final round here. There's a
suppressor right there.
Nah, man, that's Sway 2.0. That's Sway 2.0 to you.
Is it his version of the Just Cool right there?
It might have to be indeed.
It's just rad. It's probably
what a perfect time there, Hazanshi. Good bait there from Shakz. Is he going to convert? No, he's going to go for the Oki there. Wake up lightning legs. One of the stronger defensive options in the game.
And one of the reasons why a lot of Chun-Li players will go with the modern, because then instant air legs is super easy to do. But Shakz right now, it should be pretty easy for him as well to try to drain the rest of this life. Just goes for a couple of low, empty jump throw, and Harris techs it.
No!
Oh,
wait, he's got to do everything. I think he should spend the whole thing. I don't think he's going to do it.
Burn out,
okay,
burn out. He's going to burn him out, and he's going to get a free drive impact in the corner over here.
Do you think he's lost?
I think can he kill him off
I
of
think
this?
we've seen a checkmate. We might have seen a checkmate, and I'll tell you why.
Oh no, he missed it.
All right, let me give you my hypothetical. Do you know why I thought he? Hear me out, James. Hear me out.
Okay.
Here's why I thought he lost. Because if he done DI, what's Aris Money been hitting everyone with? Reset overhead.
Right.
I promise you it would have worked.
Oh.
He would have done a DI, done a full combo, starts canceling the overhead, somebody would have won.
I'm just not sure why he went for the drive rush into the lights. Why not just drive rush, back heavy punch?
Shoulda, woulda, coulda at this point.
Yeah, okay, fair.
Let's jump away. Oh, that was a lovely whip punish. And I discussed this with Ringe, right? Over time, you're going to see more people doing that. And they're going to do it intentionally instead of by accident. They will start doing drive rush into a whip punish to get more frame advantage and better whip punish tools. And he gets the flash knuckle into the round here.
After the perfect parry on the down forward heavy kick. And so now Shakz is in great position. Aris Mania looked so strong in that last game against Joker Jokes, but Shakz right now.
This is the thing. This is for me, like most of the hits that Luke goes for, he just hits harder. So when you make a mistake, you feel even more of a burden on yourself, you know? Look at the safe jump here.
But the nice thing about Chun-Li is such good corner carry, but you saw the jump out of the corner from Shakz. Oh, just going to go straight into the level 3. Wants to try to get Aris Mania as close to burnout as possible.
Now, I think he's going to be aware of the level 2, which is why he's not going to do fierce. Yes, he's aware of the level 2, which doesn't want to give it to him for free.
But then the Sandblaster is almost... Oh, and you know what? Okay, so I like that from Aris Mania. Burned himself out on his own... Wow, that crouching heavy punch hit far behind. Just ate that back.
Is that it? No, he's still alive. Just about. An overhead can close it out here. No,
Are
he
you
actually
sure?
built the
No.
level 1 in time. Sorry. The thing I was telling James off camera, I actually overlooked it. You got to watch how much meter these people build in these combos, courtesy of the drive rush cancel and everything else that plays the factor there. But the Vulcan Blast takes it and makes it 2-0 for a dominating performance there over Shakz against Aris Mania. Well played to Aris Mania. I'm pretty proud of him, how far he's come. And I hope to see more of this Chun-Li in the future, unless another character comes into play that he really enjoys. But again, he had an unconventional part of the style, which is, you know, similar to what Vega Patch does. He'll do stance cancel resets, and like you said, there's the moves that you don't expect to be. They're not special cancelable, but because it's a stance cancel, it throws a different element there.
Right. Go ahead.
And the thing is as well, I think Shakz, what was very interesting was he didn't get too flustered by those overhead situations, and even when his DP was blocked as well. And do you know what I think the pivotal moment was for me? Is when Arismania missed the chance to win that game off of the level 3 into the DI. Because Shakz just woke up with the button. He has nothing to lose at that.
Right, exactly. That was all he could do, was wake up with the button at that point. And it paid off for him. Shakz is going to move on here 2-0 over Arismania. So, again, well done to Arismania, though. Really well played with that Chun-Li.
That's cold. I like this. I'm liking how this top 8 is panning out here. But, James, that was our penultimate match. Now, we've got one more game to go. Now, we're going to set this one up. So, the quote that Shiv's put out before is, if he makes top 8, I will ask this girl out on a date. Now, if you follow social media, please follow Rob TV, because Rob TV, he has so many moments of genius, it's insane. And he put out a tweet saying, you're going to ask this girl out on a date, but you got to fight EndingWalker.
I saw that.
Now, EndingWalker, listen, shout out to EndingWalker and the parents that support him really well. They're great parents.
Oh, I love it, yeah.
So, EndingWalker's 17, right? He doesn't have the mindset of a taxpayer. And now he has the opportunity to ruin your potential date. If that does not show any sign of a teenager, I don't know what does.
Yeah, EndingWalker has just been given so much more motivation, you know?
Beautiful. He can ruin your day for the sake of it.
I mean, the craziest thing about it is that EndingWalker is here on the loser side, but obviously going down to RainPro a little bit earlier. So, you know, EndingWalker does have a long way to make it out. But again, you know, he clearly has this ability to win this match, get to losers top 8, and then just make his way all the way back to grand finals.
But let's recollect some things, right? There was a slight,
the Ryu,
which makes a lot of sense. And Shivs does play a little bit of Ryu, and I love this stage music as well. Perfect fitting for the occasion. First to 2. Now, if Shivs can handle this really well, the guaranteed way I've seen the Shotos get over that Ken and Ryu, her fireball, is a Tatsu. So it's a free punish count Tatsu straight to the corner, right? But I love the way EndingWalker uses donkey kick, high blade kick as a footsie too.
Right, yeah.
Because you have to be on point with your parry. You're not really going to DI it.
I mean, you can DI it.
You know, if it catches you off guard.
Oh, right.
If he doesn't have an action, he probably could recover in time and DI you, but already off to a brimming
I have tested it that no matter what, if you parry it even on the last frame, DI it will hit him. It will punish counter him. So yeah, that is one thing that you do have to be careful of as a Ryu player.
Oh, look, yeah, these guys are slobbing up in it out there right now. Gets a frame trap. I'm not sure exactly if that's what he's looking for there, but EndingWalker. One round up, gets the shimmy there. Is he going to go into level 2? No, he's going to let his dry gauge, and he's trying to go for a reset.
Yeah. And there you go. You see him just using the Jodan Shabuto Getty there.
Notice how Shiv's parried when he saw the overhead. So somebody's awake. DI. He might DI him again.
Yeah. But he just caught him low. He just caught him standing up. He walked close enough, baited Shivs into wanting to walk backwards. And
I'm telling you, this guy is he's pretty damn scary with Ryu. It's just all the attention has been put on his DJ at the moment. He can still play Ryu, and he has a lot of optimism for this character.
I mean, honestly, the biggest weakness that Ryu has is that Ken exists. Honestly, that's just really...
And Luke.
And Luke, right? I mean, that's just kind of really... Because, I mean, Ryu, honestly, he's scary. He does so much damage, and, you know, I feel like he's got a lot of strong tools, but...
Here's the thing. I'm going to put this lightly, right? Okay. All right. I know what he's doing. I know exactly what he's doing.
Here we go.
I know exactly
like
what he's doing.
Like a dragon here. Ryu versus Ryu.
I know exactly what he's doing. This is definitely a mental game thing here. And he's loved Ryu a little bit since SF5. And it did help him improve in terms of the traditional aspect of what Street Fighter used to represent, James. We're no longer in your timeline.
I mean, honestly, Street Fighter has represented a lot of different things. All the games are so different. So.
Mate, I've seen the glitches in Turbo. I've seen them. I've seen that one where Guile grabs you and he stays with you the whole game.
Dude, anyone who tells you Super Turbo is all about the basics and fundamentals, they didn't fight against Claw, okay? Let's just put it that way, so.
All right, Shiv's already at a huge drive gauge deficit here. What a perfect parry to the sweep. One of EndingWalker's best attributes as a player in this game. And yeah, he's looking to try and get it again. Who thought we were going to end the day with a Ryu mirror in the UK region?
I love it though. Oh, look at that. The check on the drive rush. And then just catches him with a crouching medium kick. Not sure what Shakz was trying to do. And now eating that OD fireball. You're in the corner. You cannot. Oh, it was on a punish counter anyway, so there was nothing that Shakz could have done.
The only thing he could have done was super, and you have to be 100% aware that that's the situation. You're not going to look at your health bar and then your super to then do the super. You're not going to do it.
Right, in the time that you see the drive impact start up. I love that offensive drive reversal from EndingWalker. Still has a drive gauge advantage even after that drive reversal. And he's going to keep his corner. There we go. Walks. He did a defensive shimmy right there.
That's it. Hashogeki should do it. There you go. Oh, the Shin Hashogeki level 2.
So that Ryu mirror pick for Shakz didn't quite work out. And now, I mean, like I said, he got caught walking backwards in that first game when he got caught low. And now he's going to be walking backwards away from the girl, right? So
what, like, is he going to Homer Simpson his way into the
into the bush? Yeah.
Or is he going to come up with an excuse and saying, you know, work's come up, so it's a Saturday. You don't work on Saturdays. That way. Anyway, well played here to EndingWalker. Use the Ryu from start to finish. Again, he puts in so much work. Like, he invests so many hours into this. He trains with problems on a regular basis, man. You see this guy grinding it in and out. You will see him at the regional final as well. But I love watching his Ryu. I don't agree with his opinion on Ryu, but we can agree to disagree in that regard, and I will hold it because he keeps getting the results. I still stand by my point. I don't think Ryu is as strong as some people make it out to be, but he likes to prove people wrong. He's very good at doing it.
I mean, I love watching EndingWalker's Ryu. Again, I mean, that's the beautiful thing. I mean, when people talk about this game, when they complain about its balance or whatever like that, and, talk about characters like Ryu or Jamie or Lily, the thing about it is, I was just talking about, games like Super Turbo and Third Strike and stuff. I mean, when you talk about bottom tier characters in those games, they can't win. You just have to go watch that one Sagat versus Cammy match in Super Turbo, that famous clip, and you just see that, you just can't win that match.
True.
And in this game, even the characters who are, quote, the bottom tier, they can win, especially in the hands of someone like an EndingWalker. When he's got that Ryu, Ryu becomes very, very scary.
Very scary. But yes, what's going to be scary is that matchup at the end there. Shakz versus EndingWalker. One of the guys has to go home. Two of the potential favorites in the top 8. Pingutaro must do that top 8 losers as well. Damn, this is looking incredible here. I'm not sure if we're allowed to sneak preview the top 8.
I think we can take a look at the top 8 bracket here, right?
We can maybe, yes, we can have a little sneak preview as to what you guys are going to be tuning in for tomorrow. You do not want to miss this one. The Guile Invaders are in. Sounds like a video game. The Guile Invaders are here. In the winner's side, you got RainPro going up against MysticSmash. I'm looking forward to that one. I might have a little chat with him afterwards. We'll see. And then Broski going up against Lex. Maybe a diabolical matchup for A.K.I. Who knows? Maybe Broski's got a trick up his sleeve that we haven't seen yet. Who knows?
For both of them, honestly, Guile kind of a rough matchup for both of those characters, for MysticSmash and Broski. But again, all the bad quote unquote matches we've been seeing today have gone kind of the other way, right?
And then if we drop into loser's side, you'll see EndingWalker going up against Shakz and Muscle Noob going up against Pingutaro.
In that Ken versus JP.
I would say, if you didn't know any better, there's only one surprise here, and that's Pingutaro. And I think that's a very good surprise.
Well, it's always good to see the youth coming in here,
yes,
and making that dominance. I always tell that story. Evo 2008, before Street Fighter 4 kind of resurged everything. I swear I knew everybody at Evo, right? So
yeah, of course. We'll do that. But yeah, no, I want to break some hypotheticals down after we go for a break. But hey, I've got to make sure I let you guys know. Don't forget, this is not the final CPT. There's plenty more CPT action to come. We've got CPT Japan rescheduled. The date will be happening soon. But yes, registration closed at the end of the month. It's not a month, it's 2 weeks. So I figured it out. Don't worry. Listen, I had a long day. I was traveling 18 hours. I have to remember where I was and what I was doing. But yes, Sunday, December 31st, with over 800 entrants, I believe. They could
801 entrants.
They could break the 1,000 mark there, and this is a CPT you do not want to miss. Heck, some people might be streaming pools throughout the whole point there.
Let's put it this way right now. Bonchan, Fudo,
Momochi,
Kakaru, Daigo, Momochi. None of them have qualified yet. Only one of them is going to make it. Fudo has. Yeah, Nemo has not made it yet.
Everyone's there. And if we look at the schedule real quick as well, there you go, just to rehash your memories. Japan on January 6th. A week later will be US, Canada, East, which will be another juicy CPT. And a week after that, as if you didn't have, sensational weekends already with Street Fighter action, US and Canada Midwest will be happening there. Don't forget. The regional final for UK World Warrior will be happening on January 7th. So once that is done, I believe once one of the CPTs is done, you can go and tune into us, see who qualifies from the region there. But non-stop CPT action here. But yes, James, there's a weird segment that we have.
It's not weird. It's delicious. It's a delicious.
I find it weird because I don't like eating on camera, but I kind of broke that rule this year. So
that's right. After this break, we're going to have the Chipotle Unwrapped segment. Personally, okay, look, the matches are clearly my favorite segment, but my stomach's favorite segment is going to be the Chipotle Unwrapped after this, where we talk to you about,
Sky traveled a long way for some chips,
Yes. Okay, you know what? The faster we get to break, the faster we come back that we can eat chips. So, you know what? Don't go anywhere. We're going to discuss as much as we can about this top 16 right after this break during the Chipotle Unwrapped segment.
You're really making all of this by hand.
Oh yeah. The avocados are hand mashed, the chips are hand tossed, and everything is made fresh.
You make it fresh every day?
Yes, every day. The Chipotle way is we make it fresh every day.
Sounds delicious.
Let's get this mission started.
Is your Capcom is your 2018
We got more Street Fighter League. I know you can smell the tension in the air.
We back in the field, back. We ready, it's time.
Ooh, punish counter.
Inside of the huddle, you know that I cry. A dangerous smile, a weapon of choice from pushing the line.
Season after season, it's only gotten better. Big Bird in trouble.
My game is number one. Bet it all, give me my cash. Supreme game, can't stop it. Take off like a rocket. Bring it back, don't bend mine. I'm the one now, you can't hide.
What an upset. What an upset.
With all your heart.
This is our moment.
Nobody saw this happening. I dare you to find me better Street Fighter.
It's time to rise. This is our moment. This is our time. The time is now. It's time to rise.
It's unprecedented and unpredictable. It only gets better.
Or nothing! Straight to the door!
This is a different Chris CCH. I don't know who this young man is.
Time to
We ready whenever. The world is watching. The time is now. No other option. No other way. Play to win the way that we play.
My man looks so happy.
In front of the pack. Leading the way. It's time to reign.
Angry Bird's momentum, his speed in general, is so hard.
Into the bottom, ain't nothing to fear. We running the game.
NRD taking it down convincingly and getting the biggest sprint that we've seen thus far.
This is the hardest season of Street Fighter League ever.
Doing it for the time.
History in the making.
This is our moment. Yeah, this is our time.
This kid is ridiculous. This kid is ridiculous.
This is our moment. This is our time.
He gives a kiss to the audience. I love that.
Who is this night? Full fight.
Execute. You are your Street Fighter League US champions.
Objection!
always see nothing, I just barely scratch the surface. Roll me in the rain, let me do my thing. Thought they hit me deal, fight it through the pain. When I'm in the zone, I ain't never say much, but you see me up top. You see my numbers healthy, the pressure don't stop. Until I'm in the top, see the bottom seeds watch. They almost see me flop, but I'm stepping on them, watch, let them watch. Born ready to fight.
All right. There was the crunch. There's the crunch. Thank you for joining us on my new show that I proposed to Capcom, Jammers' Mukbang Session. Welcome back. No, sorry, I don't want to get sacked by Chipotle. I'm sorry, Chipotle, please don't. Welcome to Chipotle Unwrapped. I'm sorry. It's Chipotle Unwrapped segment where we break down, we recap and summarize what happened in the top 16, and then we go and do our hypotheticals for the top 8. Obviously, when we are done here, I'm going to try and go do some notes, talk to some of the players maybe, and then really try and break this down, because I really like when we get to the top 8 and I can really map out some of these things, because the first 3, you know, that territory is really amazing to see. But okay, James, my first question, like I asked David, your overall opinion on what you saw today from UK and Ireland.
I mean, it's obviously we're in a situation right now where this is a new game. I mean, it's been out for 6 months already, so players are already pretty well familiar with the game, and the way we learn games is so fast. But
avalanche of info is what I call it.
Yeah, avalanche of info, absolutely. But at the same time, there's still so much to learn. What we've seen here now is that a lot of players are getting caught off guard by some of these characters, right? And so obviously MysticSmash with the Kimberly coming out of nowhere, and Broski, you know, and then also Vega Champ, even though he's out of the tournament here, that Jamie kind of doing some damage as well. And, you know, even EndingWalker, when he does play Ryu, one of the reasons why he probably finds success is that you just don't fight a lot of Ryus out there, right?
I'd say you do.
Okay, on ranked you do, right? Yeah,
Because again, he will always be one of those popular characters. I think the thing is they're not as consistent with perfect parries, especially on projectiles, that he is.
And they're not going to be playing at the level that EndingWalker is, right? So I guess I should say you're not going to find a lot of EndingWalker level Ryus out there.
I mean, he's one of a kind, and long may that continue, our young prodigy, man.
Yeah, and actually, you know, I was talking about this, you know, one of my favorite things, as you mentioned, was that Problem X is taking EndingWalker kind of under his wing, and I really like that, you know.
Reinhardt did it for him.
Right.
And he's doing it for Ending.
And so the whole concept of the, you know, the veterans teaching the new kids, I was telling that story about the EVO 2008. And when I went there, I felt like I knew everybody there. You know, I was just like, there's no one new entering the scene. I just thought it was just going to slowly dissipate. Yeah, but I mean, thanks to Street Fighter 4 coming out, and now we see this influx of young players. So every time I see these young players coming in here, when I see the Pingotaros here who are 18 years old and such, you know, it's like, it fills me with so much hope and just so much, you know, excitement for the future, because we're never going to run out of these amazing players for these fighting games.
Fingers crossed. Can we take a look at the top 16 bracket once again? I just want to look over something. So this is what happened, right? Going into this, there was a lot of talk about the first match we had today, RainPro versus EndingWalker. That you could have seen the winner of this tournament. I know it's premature, presumptuous. The winner of that tournament could have been just there. RainPro and EndingWalker. RainPro sitting pretty in that top 8 winner side. Now, I've been speaking to him. Shouts to MysticSmash. Shouts to MysticSmash's mum as well. She was watching and she enjoyed watching her son play and enjoying the commentary from myself and you, James. That caught me off guard. Like, all of this has been catching me off guard today. I didn't think he's going to go and I didn't think he was going to pick Kimberly. I thought the DJ was going to come in, do the DJ work, and then he was just going to go as far as he can. Now, he did mention something to me. He said, I was not doing as well as I wanted in the World Warrior because he always got 9th place in the World Warrior. He said, it perplexes me how I've made it this far with another character. I said, well, look, I knew you were bored of DJ. I knew you were. Like, with MysticSmash, I can tell when he's bored.
We talked about it earlier. Find the character that's top tier for you.
Yes, of course.
And I feel like, you know, MysticSmash, maybe that was Kimberly. Maybe that's the character that he needed to kind of inspire him to play at this even stronger level, you know?
Could be, could be not. But then if we take a look at the losers top 16 real quick as well, because I think this is where it got really interesting. So we actually only had 2 sets that ended up in 2-1. Everything else was 2-0, right? So 2-1 to Arismania and then 2-1 to Masanuba against Suleiman there. So this was a really good run from Arismania. You know, I'm proud of launching Vega Champ, sorry, not Vega Patch. I'm proud of those two for making it this far as well. Unfortunate for Mopalap, who couldn't go far. And then obviously EndingWalker ending it with Shivs. I like that because there's a little bit of a storyline on social media if you've seen it. And obviously the player quote, that Shivs gave us as well. It could have been Shakz versus Shivs, and those guys are really close, close friends. But EndingWalker, again, he can still qualify from here as well. Now, if we just go over to the top 8, I need to see this correctly here. Right. Okay. So, we've got Broski, Lex, EndingWalker, Shakz, and MuscleNoob in the regional final.
Okay.
And the other 3 players are not there: RainPro, MysticSmash, and Pink Guitar.
Okay.
Okay, so hypothetically speaking, if any of the 5 players that are in the regional final win this weekend, they have the option of not participating in the regional final. I spoke to David about it as well to hear his opinion on that. But if let's say hypothetically, EndingWalker he wins this here, again, having the option, maybe he might bow out. But whoever bows out, I'm just using EndingWalker as an example, whoever bows out of the regional final, that means Hurricane could potentially step in. Because Lex actually pushed Hurricane out of the regional final.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, because Lex won World Warrior number 5.
I'm surprised Hurricane isn't just kind of in that top 8 already. So,
but he's family man, work.
That's fair.
And he actually plays Street Fighter on dad hours now, which is really late at night. So if you catch him late at night, that's one. But no, it's going to be a pretty interesting top 8.
I mean, I have to ask the question, though. I mean, how, I don't want to say it bitter, but how frustrated would a lot of the UK players be if RainPro from Hong Kong, who's just here kind of visiting, if he takes it? Like, would that be... would that sting to a lot of the UK natives here?
They would be frustrated at themselves. Well, they'll be frustrated at Guile. They'll be frustrated at themselves. Because what it does is it will show the rest of the world that it's like, okay, something's not quite right here. How do we have a lack of Guile experience? No. A.K.I.'s there, ISDD's there, Ian McTetley from Ireland, shouts to Ian McTetley, and you've got RainPro and Lex there. There's actually a healthy pool of Guile players there.
That might be one of the strongest pools of Guiles between the 3 regions, honestly.
Now, I'm going to take a wild guess here, and I say that RainPro still speaks to the Hong Kong community. Chris Wong, Hot Dog, they'll help him. They still talk about the game despite being miles away from each other, thousands of miles away from each other.
Welcome to the internet these days.
Well, I think the thing is, it would send a very awkward message to everybody else, because it's like, hold on a minute, they're not UK natives and they've won. Because remember, Lex is allowed in the regional final because he was there from the start.
Right.
RainPro entered one of the Hong Kong ones or the Asian ones. You can't just mosey on over and do the other one. It doesn't make sense, but you are eligible. Maybe there might be 1 or 2 things that happen, but again, we could have a Guile winners final. We could have a Guile grand final.
Right.
The Guile invaders could do their job. EndingWalker maybe might pick Ryu if he bumps into one of the Guiles. Maybe MysticSmash will surprise us. Who knows? Because again, Guile does get annoyed at Kimberly. Right? You can see that as well. Broski, I know he'll be cooking up something. Maybe like a apologist potion or some poisonous potion or something like that. He might do that and surprise Lex as well. Remember, this is all hypothetical. Because for all you know, maybe Broski might take it.
I mean, one of the cool things is if either Broski or MysticSmash takes it, that will be the first representation of that character into Capcom Cup.
Precisely.
They unfortunately, there hasn't been any Kims or A.K.I.s or Manons, for example, who have made it into Capcom Cup so far. But this is probably one of the best chances that we've had here, winner side top 8 for a Kimberly and an A.K.I player.
So I would definitely say the biggest thing for the winner's side is they've got to conquer the first match, because after that it's just a coin toss, right? We'll go with the win, because I think both characters, MysticSmash, I think it's more of a player matchup thing. RainPro, I don't know how familiar he is with RainPro as opposed to Kimberly versus Guile, and Broski, if he can overcome fighting Lex's Guile, he doesn't want to be rewarded fighting RainPro's Guile after that. That's what he doesn't want. He doesn't want to fight 2 Guiles back to back.
Guile,
That's what he doesn't want, right? Pingutaro could surprise us tomorrow.
Right,
I
that's
don't know.
true.
MuscleNoob could have an amazing run. Shakz, don't count him out. He could have a fantastic run as well.
And honestly, with that RainPro and Lex situation, again, we've talked about how much practice do you get for these kind of characters, right? So how much practice do you have for A.K.I.s and Kimberlys? Now, of course, they've got a whole day to practice right now before they start up again. And don't forget, make sure you follow Capcom Fighters because we're going to be starting again at the same time over here. This is weird for me. I usually do the overnight matches here. I feel like it's supposed to be 3 a.m. right now, but I think
James,
it's
you have to wake up in the morning for a change and come and commentate some Street Fighter with good old me.
I can't tell you the last time I've woken up at like a 5 a.m. Actually, I don't even know if you can count that as waking up. Did I even go to sleep at all? I'm not even really sure, to be honest with you. So.
Damn, he's saying you look all this to commentate a damn video game. That's insane. Anyway, no, right. We can hypothesize all day and do that. But hopefully, listen, tell us your predictions on social media at HCJammers, at JChenso on Twitter, or sorry, X.
No, it's still Twitter. It's still Twitter.
To me, it is. But I've got to stick to the memo, You call it X. Anyway, but it's been a great top 16. This is good because, again, I traveled a long day and I arrived here. My suitcase didn't. Don't worry. I had to make the chief executive offer the decision and say one of us is getting on the plane.
But they actually said
they have found it. Apparently they found it.
They have your luggage. Is it in LA right now?
I believe it's in LA, so I need
to
find it.
We'll go grab that.
But yes, same place, same time tomorrow. It's first to 3. It's a top 8. Somebody from this region is qualifying for Capcom Cup 10. It could be one of the regional finalists. It could be one of the guys that we weren't expecting. But I will tell you one thing. We have a bunch of Guile invaders. We need to get rid of them. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.